blacked out heart, I leave them at the starting line. All that rubber I'm burning, Palmer Jack strip at night, and Kaiju's lurking, but you'll never see him. He'll leave you with a nightmare and a view of his taillights. All my best girls are in the crowd. The one I love, she knows me best. This 2009 Nissan's got me feeling like a king. All that rubber I'm burning, Palmer Jack strip at night, and Kaiju's lurking, but you'll never see him. He'll leave you with a nightmare and a view of his taillights.
Probably wondering what this is about, right? I'll tell you in a minute.
All that rubber I'm burning.
That's holiday. Cheers.
Palmer Jack strip at night, and Kaiju's lurking, but you'll never see him. He'll leave you with a nightmare and a view of his taillights.
All right, welcome back to the continued orchestrated collapse of this living pile of dog shit we're forced to call our society. I'm your host, Reg from Alaska, and I hope to be with you here for, a little bit longer. Oh, you see my girl back there? Yeah. Set that up for you, huh? Okay, you're wondering about that song. Welcome, Jack. What's up, Joey? Hell yeah, good to see you guys. The invite's out, Jack. You want to come on board? So, yeah, that song I made for this Saturday for the drag strip. We were going to the drag strip because we've been working on this race car, right? And dude, this thing is fucking insane, right? It's my buddy Val's project, but he needs some help with it, and so I've been helping him with it. And dude, this fucking car has 2,000 horsepower, dude, and I'm not joking. It's a fucking Nissan GTR Alpha 6. Fucking dude, the cams on this fucking thing are worth more than I'm making a year or whatever, right? This fucking is a $250,000 car, easy. And this thing, we fucking got it together and started it. And so it was going to the fucking lights glaring back there, but whatever, fuck it. We were going to the dyno, whatever the fuck they call it, dyno calibration, where they put the fucking car on one of those things where you just fucking rail it, right? And it sits right there and it takes diagnostics of it or whatever. And so they had to drive it. Yeah, 200, dude, I'm not even kidding you. This is a drag car, right? And it's fucking insane, right? And so they had to start breaking in the engine. They had to get like 300 miles on it or something like that before they put it on this deal, right? And oh fuck, man. I mean, I didn't even get to go ride on this thing yet, right? And so the shop owner's like, dude, he does the ATVs and stuff, and Val's the tech, right? And Val and I have been fucking working on that thing. I've been helping him a lot on it, right? And we got that fucker together. We busted our asses to get this fucker together, and dude's driving it, right, to get the 300 miles on it. Fuck, dude. Oh, this car was straight squirrely, man. At 120 is when the fucking thing kicks in and you starts fucking going, right? Dude, no shit. That's when it really gets fucking scary. And no, the fucking thing caught on fire. Yeah. And I wasn't there, right? But Val shows up, right? He's fucking, and the dude, I won't say his name, right? But the kid's like 21, right? He's just standing there like fucking eyes in shock, like a deer in the fucking headlights, and fucking fire department's there, cops there, and Val fucking sells fucking. runs over there, fucking yanks the battery out. But it didn't fuck it up too much, right? But it's just more money. But yeah, I guess he was standing there just fucking frozen, right? And his look on his face, $250,000 car. He's like, no, fuck. Oh my God. And so this is hence the summer bummer thing, right? Because we were going to go to the drag this fucking Saturday and fucking watch this missile go, right? 2,000 fucking horsepower car. Oh my God, right? So boy, what's up? Welcome everybody, by the way. We got Joey, we got Doc, we got Slow Boy. Welcome everybody. And I'm just recounting this story of the goddamn the summer bummer. It's not really a bummer because, all right, he's been working on this car for fucking like, I don't know, 4 months straight, right? Main thing doing, right? And this car is insane, dude. I mean, it is. It's just everything is built to the fucking maximum level, right? Of where it can go. And it's not really legal, right? But anyway, Doc Holiday, let's see what he's saying. Let's see what Jack's saying. Fuel management extremely important. Yes, 100%, dude. Those types of vehicles, massive fuel pressure is needed to feed them. Absolutely, you're 100% correct on that. It is. And dude, this thing has 2 fucking injectors per cylinder, right? And it's retarded, right? How much money is in this car. And so I was over there helping him because we wanted to get this thing ready. And so I said, all right, fine, fuck it. I'll come over and we spent, we were over 10 hours on that shit, right? And I'm just doing everything I can because Val had strained his back, right? And so I kept telling him, don't fucking bend over, right? Let me do that shit, right? And so we're putting this together. I'm fucking running around doing all kinds of shit. I'm detailing this car. I'm trying to make it look good too, because it's just, dude, believe it or not, this fucking race car's got leaves inside of it. Shit, right? I'm not even kidding you. It was fuck, right? And so I guess it's not really all bad news. And I'm even thinking that, it's just gonna be maybe a 1-week delay at most. But if we really get on it, we might, who knows, we might be able to slap that fucker back together before Saturday. But yeah, as far as like Jack's saying, the fuel management, that's what it's all about, right? There's these he's pressurized fucking I thought they were nitrous containers, but no, that shit. And it literally has to, as it's reading the road as it's going, how the car's going, and the shocks are going up and down and shit like that. Dude, it's fucking retarded. And so apparently the guy he was driving, it caught on fire and shit. He was, nobody got arrested or anything, thank God. The car's not ruined. It's just, and it was just the old, it wasn't the carbon fiber shit that was going to go on race day, the body on it, right? We just had the old body on it, right? Which is sick as fuck as it is. I'll post a picture of it, right? Later, so you guys can see what this thing looks like. It's fucking, dude, this car is insanely fucking cool, right? And so, like I said, $250,000 car, Nissan 2009 GTR Alpha 6 or something like that, right? And dude, the fucking thing, they don't make them like this anymore, right? They don't. And so let's see what Jack's saying. Jack, I used to be on the hood after a run. Now guys are on a laptop. 100%. You're 100% correct. There's a laptop right in the fucking thing, right? And that's what Val is. He's a tech, right? He's had his computer hooked up to that, right? And at first they couldn't get it going, right? And I'm over there and I'm like, I'm like, dude, it's gonna be the last thing you're thinking of. That's gonna be the thing. And I was like, I'm looking at everything, and they literally fucking replaced almost everything on this thing, right? Entirely new, right? And I go, and I was looking at the plugs, and I'm going, dude, what the fuck is with these plugs? Like these old plugs, right? He's like, yeah, well, they're fine. And I'm like, no, dude, you're gonna replace everything on this motherfucker, and you're not gonna replace the goddamn plugs. That's the problem, right? And no way, it couldn't be. I go, dude, do it, right? I'm taking this. We're going right now. And we went and bought the plugs, and what the fuck? Boom, fires right the fuck up, right? So, I mean, my experience at that level is whatever you don't think it is what it is, right? The last thing you think it's going to be, right? And sparks plugs, right, dude? That's all it was. $10 plugs, fucking 6 of them, and boom, blah, 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 yeah, dude. And I'm like, yeah, see, told you, right? But yeah, fuel, air, and spark, exactly, Jack, exactly. And so, yeah, this fucking race car though. Okay, so now get this. The kid doesn't want to get back in it. He says, I'm done trying to drive this car. And you know, I blame him because that shit is squirrely, right? You got to be 100% focused on that when you're driving something like that, right? You better not. I mean, the only thing that exists is the road, right? That's the only thing that exists in the universe when you're driving something like that. You cannot, and you better be confident too. If you got any kind of fucking doubt, you're fucked, right? You literally will fuck yourself, right? And so, yeah, I wasn't too surprised. The kid's a dirt bike rider though, so he's got balls. But you know, if you haven't fucking been in over 150, you know, miles an hour at a steady pace, then you know, right? And I've only done it a few times, but I mean, each time I was laser focused too, right? There was nothing else existed, right? And one time when I was in that Trans Am, my fucking girlfriend was sleeping there. I mean, we're down in Arizona, but that road down there is miles of just straight, right? Nothing, right? Middle of the desert. I'm driving in the night, and I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna see what this thing's got. Right? And I fucking had that thing pegged. The thing went up to 140 or something like that, and it was past that. It was all the way bottomed out. Right? And I just kept it at that. I was like, after about a half hour, I was like, maybe I better slow down. Maybe I don't know, man. Slow down. But I was just, it got to be right. Like I was just going like maybe 80 or something like that. It was just fucking because that straight road was just right. No cars, nothing, right? And finally, I see some headlights up there. I'm like, oh, okay, maybe I'll ease off the gas a little bit. Right? Dude, it was fucking insane, right? And so I can't wait to drive this thing, right? Because I'm going to get my shot now, right? Jack says, I can't imagine driving one of those 2,000 horsepower. I know, right? That you're right. I've never driven anything like that either, but I'm very much looking forward to it. Most I've ever driven was 700. So yeah. You and me both, right? Most people haven't driven anything over 500 horse user, right? And yeah, I think the one this guy had this built out to hilt fucking it was somewhere around 700 horse, yeah. And I mean they're fast as balls too, but this fucking car, you get it up to 120, and that's when those fucking boosts kick in, right? Like you're talking about the fucking just fucking, and you don't control that, right? It kicks in, and so and you can't let off too. You let off the gas, you go, oh, everything's gonna do this, right? You got to power brake it and ease that throttle off, because if you don't, then you're gonna get squirrely, right? And so, but this thing's a drag car, so you're going straight in a straight line only. So that's at least one good thing, right? But dude, when it kicks in, the whole fucking it's a all-wheel drive, right? And the fucking frame's it's just gonna come up, right? And so, yeah, and then that's when you just right, you just that's where you win or lose, right? Is in that fucking moment where you figure out if you got the balls enough or not to do it, right? And you know, I haven't been in that seat yet, but I have a sneaking suspicion that yes, I'm going to keep the pedal down because I could give a fuck, right? And I ain't got nothing to worry about. Shit, shrug the mortal coil, I'll be better off, right? And so I feel like if anybody could pull it off in this the small team that we got here, right, it's the guy that doesn't give a fuck. And you know, the astral plane really doesn't want me anyway, so I think they'll just make everything work. And so I'm hoping I get that shot. But anyway, the car's it's fucking burnt up and covered with dirt now. What we just fucking do? God damn, everything on it's brand new too. It's insane. But I got the Jag out right now. That's why I'm going to do a short one here. I got the Jag out in the driveway right now, and I'm finishing the body work on that. I want to put primer on it today. I want to have this thing done, but I was trying to get it done by Saturday so we could go the drags in the Jag, right? And so I'm still going to stick with that. We still might go. You never know, right? And so I'm going to jump back on that. And as you can see behind me, one of the girls, these are what I got I got maybe 12 of these here, right? You see them looking pretty good. This is one of the taller ones, this girl here, right? And damn, it just makes this place smell great, dude. I'm not even kidding. It smells so good in here. And actually, you know what? Before we're done, I'm going to grab one of the little bushy ones so you can look at it and see this thing. I mean, it's auto flower, dude. Get auto flower, dude. These fucking things are badass. Oh, Rooster Cogburn, what's up? How you doing, brother? Long time. Good to see you. Yeah, I'm going to be doing a short one here because I got shit going on. Shit going on. Dude, I couldn't believe it. Fuck. today it was going to be on the race car was going to be on the thing, and I was going to get to go in it tonight, right? And we're going to take it up to this fucking new piece of asphalt up here, and no, not now, right? And so what's going to happen is we're going to get. I think there's some shakeup happening. Some things are going to change. We're going to leave that shop, I think, and we're going to come over here until we get a new one because Val is the guy who's doing everything on this, right? And so I'm just passing wrenches and shit, but I'm learning one fuck of a lot, right? I'm not kidding you. And so I think he's been talking to the owner, and now that the kid's out, right? He said he didn't even want to. He's done trying to learn how to drive that, and so how are you going to work on a drag car if you can't? I don't know. I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen, but I think something's going to happen here tonight or tomorrow, and we might be over here with it, and that'll be sick because I'll be able to fucking I'll do a stream with that fucker here, so you guys can see it, right? This car is like, I mean, I was a car guy younger, and then I fell out of it when I turned into fucking Tai Chi motherfucker, right? But now I'm back to car guy, right? And so Jack says, my cat, what the fuck? Dude, your cat aged, dude. Oh my God, at 51%. I think I need to go get a new one. Yeah. Dude, yeah. Even if you could just, if you wanted to do 5, 10, whatever, that's cool. Because I'm not going to stay on super long either. I got to get back on the Jag. And that's the other thing. I've been learning this Bondo shit, this body stuff. And it's a bitch, but I'm getting good at it, right? And that Jag has these rounded headlights and shit. Fucking difficult, but he should. Val showed me a couple of tricks that are just what the fuck, right? And so he's just doing these fast swoops with it. That's why he keeps everything covered around him, because he's flinging Bondo everywhere. And I was like, damn, that shit looks smooth. And so I've got everything's almost done. I think I'm doing some sanding, and I'm just gonna fill in a little holes left, and sweet, there he is. And once I get that done, everything's almost done. I think
Yeah, man, I got 51%.
That's cool. That's plenty.
Yeah, hold on. Let me turn off the TV here. Because I was watching you on.
Dude, if I get a chance, I'm gonna do a fucking stream with this car. You gotta see.
Dude, I can't wait, man. Because look, I've seen these GTRs and these things. Oh my God, dude.
Dude, I'll post a picture on the community post of the picture of the engine and stuff like that and whatnot. But
I'm telling you, man, that's what's the deal, dude.
Dude,
look,
it is.
They just over 100 miles an hour is where they kick in, dude.
Dude, you're not even going until you're going over 100, right?
Yeah. So, no. I mean, no. People tell me because I don't know. Because the most I ever had was like 650, 700. And a guy let me drive it. Yeah. He just let me drive it, and I got into it, and but it wasn't on the track. I've never been down a track.
I've never been on track either. Yeah.
Never.
No. But you know how it is once you get up over that level, right? It's just like, ooh, this is where it should be, right?
No, I can imagine. I've watched drag racing all my life. My dad used to take me to Orange County and Pomona Speedway.
Oh shit!
Back in the day, I met Shirley Muldowney and Don Prudhomme and all the Don Garlic. Yeah, so I've met all those racers. And
that's like the birthplace, isn't it?
Yes, and in Southern California. And so I lived there whenever that was a big deal, and I got to be around those people. And but I never, my dad always wanted me never to ever be a race car driver.
It's dangerous.
He said, "Why don't you work on them, son? That's better."
Yeah.
But I always had a thought in my head. I want to see what this thing will do. What are we doing here? What am I working on? And then I found out, 500, 600 horsepower is more than most people need.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, it's unusable unless you know what you're doing.
Yeah. This is that car.
So 2000 is a rocket ship.
Dude, I know. I was like, is this possible? Happy
birthday, Stephen Crumley's father.
Yes,
Happy
birthday,
Stephen.
Absolutely. Let's say a quick prayer for him too.
Yeah, do.
Creator, we come before you with all love, honor, and respect. And we ask that we just have strength, encouragement, and fun for Stephen's dad, and give him a happy birthday. And we thank you in Jesus' name. And it's done.
A Fresca. You remember these?
Fuck yeah.
I like Frescas.
Here's the Fresca of alcohol.
Yeah, I'm gonna start on beer. I'm gonna start on beer here in a minute. But
I still have.
I was thinking with 51% on my phone, now 50, it just turned 50. I think maybe I need to go get a charger cord.
You'll make it a little bit. I'm not gonna stay on that long. I got to hit the Jag too, right? And so I got one other summer bummer story for you.
Summer bummer.
Yeah, dude. It's hilarious. All right. When I was down DJing, I don't know if I haven't been on for a while. I was down DJing, and this fucking smoking hot chick comes up onto the stage, right? While we're setting up, me and the bar manager, right? We're up there setting up, and she rolls up there like she owns the place, right? And so I kind of thought I didn't know what was going on, right?
She's the chick. She does own the place.
Yeah, dude, smoking, right? She rolls up there, and I thought, okay, must be something going on with JR, or that she's something, right? I'm guessing, right? And he's thinking the same thing, you know, okay, he must be hanging with me, right? We're both thinking the same thing, it must be, you know, right? And so we don't say anything, right?
Of course not, dude.
Yeah, dude. And then she starts just fucking doing this and that and the other, and at first I was kind of like, wait, what a second. And I was like, wait, no. This is a hot chick. Let her do whatever the fuck she wants, right?
Yeah, you have to. This is a prerequisite.
I know. I roll with that, right?
You have to.
And some dude comes up there and starts talking to her, right? And he's like, so what's it? And she goes, oh, yeah, I work here. And I'm like, damn, right? I'm like, okay, you work here, right? Because he had me going too, right? I'm fucking like, yeah, it was hilarious, right? And so she kind of hung out for most of the night, right? And she had other people there. There was some kind of wedding or something like that. Anyway, long story short, right? She's like back and forth up on the stage all night. Even when the one of the bouncers comes up and goes, "Ma'am, you cannot be up there right now." And I was like, "Dude, she's cool."
She's good, bro. Are you kidding me?
He's like, "Okay, right." He rolls up. I'm like, after I was like, "Dude, what's up, right?" I know I told you that because I told him there was a guy who was doing that the last week, right? And I was like, "Dude, see guys coming up there, get them out." Right? And so this chick, I was like, "No, not the chick, no."
Look, guys don't want guys around. We want chicks around.
I know, right? Dude, that was so funny, right? Because when I looked at him, he kind of grinned and he was like, "Oh, right." You know? And so he goes like, but so she comes over, we had a barbecue. She comes over and okay, this is the weird part. She goes, called me and like, okay, I got my baby princess with me, right? And right, and I'm like, okay, this must be your daughter, right? Got it.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, fuck. Maybe I'll invite my buddy and his girl and their daughter, so they'll be able to have another kid, right?
Sure.
And so yeah, that's what I do. And so they're over here and we're barbecuing away, and she shows up, and baby princess is a gay dude.
Oh, heartbreaker, dude.
I'm like, okay, what the fuck is going on here? Is this like a chaperone or something?
No,
right?
hey man, fag hags is a real thing, you know. It is, man.
I'm like, damn.
Chicks love chicks love gay guys because
especially the hot chicks.
They feel safe around those guys because they know that they can have male energy and they don't have to worry about getting fucked.
Well said. Well fucking said, because that's exactly it, right? And so she says this is her brother too, right? And I'm like, oh, what the fuck, right? And they kind of looked like it could have been, right?
Maybe, possibly.
And so I'm like, wow, okay, dude. And I'm like, I just play it cool, right? I just
play it along. Hey, play along, man. Just play along. Cool, right? No, listen, I play along sometimes with people's delusions because I want to see how far they're gonna take it.
Yeah. Right. And so, yeah. No, I play cool. I cook, girl everything up, dude. I'm only me and Josh are the only ones who basically ate, though, right? And he's playing some guitar. We're downstairs with the DJ equipment, blah blah blah. Girls fucking sitting there hanging with their daughter more than anything else, right? Helping her build a fort upstairs and shit, and it's like, I'm kind of weird, right? And so I'm all right. This is kind of red flaggy, you know, and so. They say they up and leave. They're gonna leave, and they up and leave. And so we're downstairs in the pool room, you know, fucking around playing some pool, and they're sitting there telling me all this shit, right? Oh, she tried to tell us how to raise our daughter, blah blah blah. You gotta fucking get your girlfriend check. I'm like, hey, she's not my girlfriend, right? And fucking. So anyway, after we're down there rapping away about 20 minutes, she rolls back in, and I'm like, what? Whoa, what? Did you forget something? She's like, yeah. Dude, turns out no, she had been lurking on the stairway, listening to us. Right,
girls are smart. Hey, wow. you know I talk shit about chicks all the time, but I'm just talking about those blue-haired women. Real women that love guys and want to be with men I love those
Well,
kinds
I'm
of
gonna come
vehicles.
right out and say
Yeah.
I don't care anyway. It's cool. I still want a banger. Right? Right? I'm cool. Whatever. I'll eat the mountain of shit. I don't fucking care. Right? But the funny part was, yeah. Okay. How's it going, Logan? Good to see you.
Oh, is Loke in here?
Yeah,
Cheers, brother.
Logan in the
Yeah,
house now
Loke.
too.
Yeah.
Rooster's in the house too, which is awesome.
Rooster, dude.
Stephen
Dude,
Crumley, of course.
he's like an OG, man. He's the OG.
Oh yeah. And Stephen Crumley's saying too, what we're talking about cars, right? He says he's a Renaissance man.
Another OG, Stephen Crumley.
He says I can do anything but work on cars. Right? Get some sheetrocking, mud floating. Hey, got it, right? Electrical problem, got it, right? But yeah, I know what you mean. Especially this car is like, it's not a regular car, right? This is a fucking race car, right? It's weird, right? And so
it's made for one purpose: go fast.
See, fucking Val. Luckily, Val knows everything about this shit, right? And he does,
right? Because these new cars with all this crazy shit, bro. I don't know about them. I would be lost.
You said the thing when you were at the laptop, right? Yeah, 100%, right?
Yeah, they're all laptopping it. Well, me and you would have just been under the hood,
Like, I mean, my old '69 Mustang was easy, right?
Yeah.
You got a classic muscle car.
My 79 K5 Blazer, I can fix anything that's wrong with it ever.
Yep.
Anything. It's easy.
Easy.
But these new cars, I really don't know what like my own truck, Reg. I don't even know what to do with my own truck.
Right, the new rigs, dude.
It's a new rig. My boss bought me the shit, and it's all new, and I don't know. I'm lost.
Yeah, me too, right? And that's why he's got the computer that plugs into everything and just boom, boom, all these codes come up and he knows what the fuck, right?
Yeah, we plug his Snap-on the Snap-on computer into it. And the next thing you know, it tells you all these codes and it tells you all this stuff, and then you can fix it. But I'm from the school that was like, it's got to be a carburation problem. It's got to be well,
get this though, the codes don't tell you that the spark plugs are fucked, right?
They won't. They never
I was the one who
do.
did that. I looked at the spark plugs. I go, what's with these fucking old plugs? Right?
Spark plug. You're so right. Spark plugs are the biggest problem.
The biggest fucking thing that make it run too.
It
right?
must be I guess it is. I mean, because air and fuel, everyone knows what gasoline is and everyone knows what air is, but they don't know what spark plugs are. You have to have fire to make this happen.
Yep. And so, yeah, that's what it was. It fired right the fuck up after we put the new plugs in. Bam, right? And dude,
I got to give my dog a begging strip.
Nice. Good doggy.
Yeah.
Rooster's saying, I think my lesbian neighbor wants the hot beef injection. And that's, somebody says, all those crazy. Yes, they do. It's dick envy. What gets them where they're at, right? And so they still
want it.
Yeah, they still want it. Kristen goes on to say their sex toys aren't shaped like vaginas.
What is it? What
their sex toys aren't shaped like vaginas, right? No. Well fucking said, dude.
I didn't even know that.
Dude, no, they're not. Their sex toys are shaped like fucking wang, right? Yeah. But yeah, the race car, we're gonna try to get that fucker back together because not really a lot happened to it, right? And so we can theoretically, well, Val is just like, okay, he knew he was gonna rebuild it because it's a drag car. You're gonna just keep working on it.
Oh yeah, forever. It's a forever project.
You're married to that shit. Yep. And so but he just said it just came sooner than I thought. And so anyway, he's out in Sutton doing a different job right now, and then I'm fucking with the Jag till he gets back, and then we're gonna go over there and see what we got to do, right? And so, but I'm kind of excited about it, man, because I haven't fucking ever worked on a car like this, right?
No,
this car, dude, it's
a 6-cylinder, isn't it? It's a 6-cylinder with twin turbos.
6-cylinder, but there's 2 injectors per cylinder, right?
Yeah, but twin turbo too. Also,
twin turbo, exactly. That thing starts to wind up, and it's like, what the?
Oh
fuck,
my god!
Right?
And they spool up, and they have. Oh my word,
dude! You hear that? Ooh, right, dude?
Yes, I've been around them. I go to drag racing events and stuff, and I love that. But it's kind of lost on me. I got to be honest. Just how much technical shit goes into this shit.
It's fucking retarded. It is. Welcome, Joey. Like your background. Let's see the beard. We need a beard report. Oh yeah, there it is.
It's still there.
Power. Everybody praise the power of the beard. Fucking A. Dude, that is the shit. What are you lighting, a firecracker?
Yeah, I'm lighting a pipe.
Right inside my house. Yes, Reg. Yeah. But next time I'm hoping to get, I'm going to try to do a stream with the car, right? Because you guys got to see this thing. It is retarded and it is so cool, right? And dude, the thing has been driving me crazy because it's dirty, right? And I just want to wash every part of it. Bro, it's been fucking driving me nuts since I started working on this thing, right? Because they won't let me wash it, right? I'm like, come on, let me wash it. They're like, no, right? And I'm like, dude, and he's like, just go bolt this up or whatever, right? I'm just doing that kind of shit, right? And so finally, I got a chance to detail it, right? And I got the fucking leaves fucking vacuumed out of it at least, right? Dude, the Jag was like that too, right? Leaves in it, right?
Leaves.
Me, right?
Right.
But, I'll post a picture of the Jag too here. I'm almost ready to primer it. Wait till you see this shit. It's looking good. And I did a rough draft of what I'm gonna airbrush on the hood. The Jaguar that's coming right at you, dude. Fucking sick, dude. It is.
Isn't it? Hey, Reg, isn't it funny that, okay, here, I'm going to give you some stats that I looked up myself. Jaguar had 2,000, a little under 2,000, we'll just say 2,000 employees last year. Last year, they had 2,000 employees. They only made a few hundred cars a year.
Wow.
Hey, it's gotten that bad.
Wow.
Now they put out a woke commercial and it went down 98%. I mean, they got like 25 employees now. They're making a couple of cars a year. It's over. It's over. Yeah, Jaguar, bro.
Broke?
Jaguar. Can you imagine?
Way.
Can you imagine that?
God, that's so fucked up. They're getting rid of anything that's got quality.
Well, no, look, the DEI has pushed all the good white folks out.
Wow.
That used to build those cars.
Yeah.
And now it's just like,
no, I wouldn't get a new one, right? The older ones.
Are you kidding?
Right?
No. Yeah. New cars are a cancer, bro.
Yeah, they are. Rooster's asking what kind of car we're talking about. It's the 2009 Nissan GTR Alpha 6, right? And look that up, dude. Those fucking things are insane, right? They are too. And the thing is cool looking. The headlights look like Venom, like
they're called Godzilla. Hey, they're called Godzilla.
Hey, dude, that's why the guy's got the license plate says Kaiju, and that's what they call it.
Yes, Godzilla.
Yeah. And that's why I was playing the Kaiju song to start with.
I was thinking whenever you were playing the song and all that, and I was thinking to myself as I watched it, I was like, most people aren't going to know what he's talking about, but this is about some fast car shit. This is about seeing taillights.
Dude, I'm going to airbrush that thing and show. I'm going to do an airbrushing of it and show it to the owner and see if I can get to airbrush the fucking race car. That would be fucking tits, right?
That would be tits.
So, yeah. I mean, I finally looked up the Kaiju's a skull face fucking Godzilla thing, right?
Sure.
It's fucking cool, right? It is. And so I did a little AI mashup of his picture because he's a big buff Asian dude. Looks like fucking Bolo, right?
Bolo Young.
Oh yeah, he does too, right? He does. He looks like Bolo. He's fucking huge, right?
Bolo is a badass character, Reg. Remember, Bolo was in Into the Dragon, and but he was also in Bloodsport. Bloodsport. No, he was in two legendary movies.
Yeah.
I mean, shit.
Have you seen the new series? It's not really new, but it's kind of new. It's called Warrior, and it's based on Bruce Lee's actual writings that he wanted to do. They made Kung Fu out of it, right? They changed it. They took Bruce Lee out and put David Carradine in and made Kung Fu, and that made history. Bruce Lee had written a series called Warrior, right? The Warrior. And so now somebody's finally taken that script and done it. And it's on Cinemax, but Netflix or whatever too, right? It's a Cinemax original series.
What's it called?
It's called Warrior. Dude, look it up. It's badass.
I will, because I love Bruce Lee.
Oh, dude, absolutely. The dude's got all the Bruce Lee mannerisms and shit too, right? It's fucking hilarious. It's awesome.
People always, whenever they know me, and they're like, Jack, you talk all this crazy white shit, but you love Bruce Lee, and I'm like, yeah, and I'm like, hell yeah, I love Bruce Lee.
What you gonna do, right? Yeah,
this dude was a beast, man.
He was.
Why wouldn't I like Bruce Lee?
Absolutely. I mean, that kind of skill transcends any kind of skin.
Yeah, whatever you might think or your bullshit. No. Skill.
That's what's cool about the Warrior too, bro. It's showing. It's like 1879 San Francisco with all the train car Chinaman, bringing the Chinaman and the Irish, fucking all the racism and shit. It's true to that, right? And so it's gritty.
I
Yeah.
could imagine that there would be racism there. You know, a lot
massive,
of racism.
dude.
I'm sure there was.
It
Hey,
starts
man.
out with chinks go home, right?
Right. No, listen. As a white guy, you know, I know we view everything under the lens of race. I know that, but there's a reason for that. And hey, listen, Chinese people lived up to it. They're like, okay, we'll build good stuff and we'll try real hard.
Yeah.
And they did it. They did it. Niggers don't do that. Gives me.
Probably the only ones that did, right? You know,
Chinese. Who else?
But they had, remember how long they had an ancient culture too, right? And they had principles and shit that they lived by.
You know what, Reg? I was watching something. Okay, on the Great Wall of China. Okay, and apparently the Great Wall of China was built by Tartarians, which were white.
Exactly.
They were white people that lived long ago, and they ruled this whole earth. They gave all the building techniques to all the people in the whole wide world.
Right. Because you know the proving point for you, Jack, on that is that they say that it's all the defensive measures are on the side towards China, right?
Towards China, not away
not
from
the other way, right? And
yeah.
So it's like, wow, gee.
If you have cutouts, if you have cutouts in your wall, it's so you can fire arrows through there.
Right.
And they were pointed towards China.
I know, right? That's the fucking hilarious part.
That shit goes against everything they taught us, dude. It's
I know. When I read that, I was like, I laughed my fucking ass off.
Oh, dude, it's so great, dude. They're rewriting history. Hey, Reg, just like you and I talked about like fucking 5-6 years ago, everything is going to be written again, rewritten underneath the Reg and the Jack stream shit. Yeah, dude.
That shit cracked me up so hard, right? It's like, yeah, that makes fucking perfect sense.
Wait till they find out that there were fucking killer whale samurais.
I know, right? Then fucking the fucking killer whales fucking eating fucking kangs.
So true, dude.
Oh my god.
No, man, that was the most I ever laughed in my entire life.
Oh, dude, that one was great. I do.
That was the greatest live stream I've ever watched.
That was so fun.
That was the best shit ever, dude.
So yeah. Anyway, long story short, I guess on the race car, we're gonna get back on that. But I mean, on the girl one, right?
The girl one.
Yeah. Didn't hear from her for like a whole week, and text me last night with this kind of, because remember, she listened in on everything, and they were all telling me all this shit, right? And so I was like, hey, that's unfortunate, but whatever, kind of thing, right? And so who knows what's gonna happen out of I'm not tripping, right?
Yeah.
But because I was just like, okay, wrote it off. I mean, who looks on a fucking stairwell for 20 minutes, right? And so it was kind of weird. and then Val, my buddy too, the guy who's the race car builder, right? He went down to this chick. He went down to Homer and fucking it Saturday. He got damaged goods. He texts me. And I'm like, oh fuck, what already? And so he's got a similar story when he comes back, and so we're laughing about it now, right? It's hilarious.
No, it's great, man.
Yeah. But we're still hanging in there.
And hey, Reg, I've been thinking, man. I wanted you to know something. I know it's been one of those fucking summers. We're always waiting for shit to happen and everything. We know it will, and it puts a certain weight on us. It puts a weight on us. But I wanted you to know something, brother. I'm glad that you are not completely black-pilled, because if you were, it would make me black-pilled, and that would make I don't know.
We were death.
We were a couple years back. We were.
Oh, dude, it was bad. But now
I got out of that, and so did you.
Yeah,
I think we helped each other get out of that.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. I had to, right? I was getting bald spots in my head and shit.
I was getting so black-pilled, Reg.
Yeah. And I go back to this. What the fuck? None of this really.
Yeah, but then I think we both. I think we both realized that there's more to life than what they show us.
100%. I mean, we're in slow cooker right now. We're going to be for a while.
Oh yeah. No. We don't not believe what we've seen and said. It's just that we were getting black pilled seriously, and we could have went off the deep end on the black pill.
We kind of did.
I think we may have. We may have.
There was a little bit,
because I was calling for murder. I was calling for murder and all that.
Dude, Remember, I mean, I was saying, dude, I'm the racist one compared to him, right? Dude, I was. That's probably
Yeah, we went against each other to see who could be the most racist motherfucker in the world.
Yeah, it was a great competition.
Yeah,
too.
and hey, listen, that's not right, dude. It's not right.
But it was fun. I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm sorry, right?
No way, dude. No, in fact, I still feel that way about certain demographics.
Of course.
Oh, I do.
So
certain demographics.
We had Trump and fucking Putin here the other day, right? And dude, I have never heard the skies so quiet around here, dude. There was no fucking planes flying at.
I gotta. Okay, thank you for telling me that.
It was weird.
Go ahead.
It was weird. There was like, I was wondering what the fuck was weird about it, right? And then Shadow texts me. He goes, "Yeah, you're gonna go check out Putin and fucking Trump," and I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's right." And I was like, "Okay, that's what's going on, right?"
Okay,
quiet.
Okay, because I've been noticing real weather and real fucking clouds for the last few weeks, and I'm wondering what the fuck is going on.
Okay, what are you seeing?
Real, like when I go out there.
Oh, you mean real clouds, not
real clouds, ones? Puffy clouds. You know, remember the puffy clouds?
Yeah,
remember that? And real weather patterns, real things.
Well, they turn off the Dopplers?
I don't know.
Interesting.
Maybe they did for a minute.
We haven't been getting shit for chemtrails up here.
We haven't done it. We no chemtrails at all for a long time.
Wow, what the fuck? Maybe they're they got to be building stockpiling or something, right?
I have no idea. Hey, you know me, man. I usually know what's going on, but right now I'm like, wow, you guys stopped something you've been doing for 40 years plus.
It's so quiet. Some shit's going on.
Something's up, brother.
Something's going on behind the scenes.
You know me. I always think it's a hoax.
Oh, everything's hoax, right?
Everything, right?
I always quote you on that. Every time somebody says something, I go, hoax.
Exactly. No, you text me. We text each other to find out what the fuck is going on. but these people right now are being quiet, and that scares me.
Right, because there's something going on behind the scenes, and that's what's happening too here, right? Everything is, dude. This town that I'm in is just booming like a motherfucker. There's construction everywhere. Everywhere I go, there's something going up, dude. And it's
definitely.
Yeah, because this is the road to the minerals, right? And dude, that's why we're gonna take that race car when we get fixed. We're going up to this new stretch of asphalt that's just brand new and fucking glide that fucker down that shit, right? And so, and then see how far it goes. But
all it needs to go is a quarter mile.
Yeah, I know, right? And so, no, there was fuck. I was just thinking of some other thing that I got to remember what it was that I wanted to ask you about. Okay, when we're going forward, remember how we reverse engineered back from 2045, right?
Right.
Okay, so 2045, 7-year Antichrist reign brings you to 2038.
Yes. And
so we got 13 years till then.
Right.
Okay, but this is where I try to figure out where Project Blue Meat. Hey, have you heard of the Y Files? The Y? On YouTube, it's called the Y, like Y WH.
Oh, that channel. Oh,
Y
sure.
Sure. Super popular, right?
Yes,
and the guy he's hilarious too. The guy out there, right?
He does. He's funny. He's funny.
When he comes, he's always lowering down in his seat when he starts. No,
man. That guy puts out a lot of good content.
He's
gets
good.
4 million. He gets 4 million views per video.
Every fucking one, right? He's good. He's got a great fucking the way he tells.
He's
stories.
Getting the normies to fucking kind of come over to the camp,
And yes, he talks about everything. He can get away with it because he debunks it at the end, right? And
he sells out and does debunk it. Yeah.
But most of shit is debunking, right?
He tells you during the video, hey, I'm going to debunk this at the end, but you should probably listen to what I'm saying.
See, at least he's driving people still there, and he's got a great formula.
He figured out how to do it. Look, you can't be Jack and Reg. You can't be Jack and Reg. Yeah. You're just gonna Joey. You can't even say a word. So you can't be Jack and Reg.
Yeah, I like the way he has that Hecklefish, right? Hecklefish is my favorite.
Yes, he sells plushies for that.
Love that shit. Genius.
That guy's smart as fuck.
Dude, genius. Basically it's like doing a puppet, right? Because he can get away with doing that voice. Hecklefish can get away with all that shit, right?
So
fucking
smart,
genius,
dude.
right?
So
Yeah,
smart, dude.
very
No,
smart.
hey, Reg, that's how I do the listen. The reason I can say all these crazy shit and lead the fucking all the boys, you know, all the real ones, is because I do the voices. I do the different voices, the black voice,
I
the
know, dude.
Jew
We love
voice.
that, dude.
Yeah, no, and you know, I do them,
I love it
and
when you go
that
into the
that
old Jew
lets me
voice.
get
That's
away
one of my
with saying I can say pretty much anything I want if I do a Jew voice or a black
yeah,
voice.
dude. I know. I love it when you go into the old Jew voice, dude. It's so
Oh
fucking
yeah,
funny.
the
God,
Jew voice, dude.
yeah. And I like it when you're just in midstream and you're just doing it like it just going natural, right? That's
Right. No, you know, Reg. Most
easy
people
top down
listen.
here.
No, I need to spread the 441, the 440, 439, whatever it is,
432.
430 soup. There you
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
I smoke
432 and
some weed.
440.
I smoke some weed. It makes me flighty.
No, good. I'm gonna. Speaking of which, bam, right? And so, oh, that's the other thing I wanted to tell you guys too. Oh God, there was one of my friends had health issues here. One of the old guys I've shot pool with, right?
Right.
And he comes over about a week or so ago, and he's just like, "Dude, can I hang out?" Right? And he's just like, he's coughing out a lung, and he's just fucking on his last legs. I think, God damn it, I'm on corpse watch, right?
Right.
And so I couldn't refuse, right? I let him in. I let him say, and he's a cool guy, really nice guy. I mean, he's hilarious. But it was just fucking tense, right? I thought he was gonna start doing my health protocols. Didn't do them, right? Just sat in here and hacked a lung for a week and just, oh my God, it was such a trial, bro. It was. And so, but the good part about it is he bounced. And then guess what? If you can tell, I've got the support built back on. I'm closing the hernias again. They're almost
Right.
dude. They're happening so fast now. It's mind-boggling. It took me 3 months to heal them the first time. I've got them fairly well closed in 2 weeks. So it's going good, right? And so that's one good thing that came of this, even though I didn't. Dude, I had the cure sitting in front of him the whole time he was here, and he didn't even try it. And that bummed me out greatly. And the worst part about it, I'll get this. He's hard of hearing, and so every time I say something, he's like, huh? And that's one of my pet peeves of all time, right?
Of course, bro.
Oh, dude. And by the end, I was just shaking my head and wouldn't repeat myself anymore, dude. So I was like,
You know, Reg, it's so true.
didn't-
I don't even speak
I
to
stuck
people.
with it. I didn't do it. He left on his own, right? I mean, dude, it was
Yeah,
so
I don't
hard,
even
brother.
speak to people. I hardly speak to people anymore, Reg.
But guess what I learned? I'm not going to have an Airbnb. Right? That's what I learned. All right. And I also learned I don't want to be a wedding DJ this summer. So I've been learning.
Isn't it funny? People think that we stopped learning. They think we're going to stop learning.
Dude, no, I'm fucking learning this race car shit, dude.
I'm going to learn
exciting.
forever. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, dude, love it, right? Love it. And so I'm learning, dude, on this Jag, fucking the rounded headlights, it was smashed down. I took this rounded piece of iron that I had for like a melting lead thing, and fucking we put it on there, and we put a bottle jack on it, and we cranked that fucker back up with a nice curve. It looks good, dude. That was
dude.
Learning that too. That was sick.
You know what, Reg? I got to tell you, from as a metal man for my whole life, so ever since I've ever lived, my dad owned a metal shop since I was born, so I was always a metal man, and I've done everything you could possibly ever do with metal.
You can make a lot of money up here.
You can do. Listen, I will always have a job, and I will always be a guru to everyone about metal.
Dude, absolutely, 100%.
Yeah, because you can keep doing things, and guys will tell you shit you didn't know. Like, look, guys will show me things, how to do things with metal I didn't know, and I thought I knew. I thought I knew it all.
Dude, it's so awesome when you get to learn something new, though, isn't it? I mean, when you add that,
I get it. Hey, hold on. I get it every single day. Somebody's always coming to me and showing me something I did not know. and it's impossible because I'm supposed to know. You know, I'm
Yeah,
me. Yeah, I'm the guy. I'm the
but
guy.
doesn't it make you feel good though too? You
Oh
just,
no,
dude,
it makes me
it
feel
does.
like that people are paying attention to me because I'm telling them, if you can show me anything about this, I wish you would. I hope you would.
Yeah.
And they do. They do. And
And it
oh
all
my
goes in the memory banks and adds to the equation.
oh
So
my God, bro. Look, man, we're building something here that no one else could ever build.
yeah, dude,
Look,
you're gonna
hey,
always be in demand.
Mud Hut people can make a better Mud Hut. I'm trying to
Yeah.
do something with a 2,000 horsepower car.
Hey, they can make a better mud hut, but do I want to live there?
Hey, listen, the truth is that whenever all those Mud Hut people saw the lights and the white women, the first thing they did was they
I
forsook
forgot.
those mud huts of thousands of years,
I
and
know,
they
right?
went after the white girl.
Yeah, because they had
Fuck
fucking
these
booties,
people,
right?
dude.
Yeah, dude.
Fuck
Yeah,
these people, dude.
I know. Dude, they made some fucking sweet mud huts up here. Underground shit can survive in 50 below.
No,
For
hey,
fuck's sake.
bro.
I don't want to live there.
If the shit blows up, then I wish I would know those.
Oh yeah. When shit
Yeah,
hits the fan, we're gonna mud hut it out for a little
I'm
bit.
gonna
But
mud
hey,
hut it out. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
No, hey, Reg, I'm gonna tell you something that I have never told nobody.
Okay.
The reason I live in Arkansas is because there's caves here, lots of caves. And if anything ever went down, I have like 45 caves I could go to within an hour.
Right. Right. Dude,
And
that's true. It's like
we
it's all
have
caves there,
weaponry,
isn't it?
food,
Dude, that
and
shit goes
everything in those
okay.
caves.
I gotta ask you, do those caves go down to the
They
dumps?
go down all the
The
way,
underground
brother.
military, do they go all the way down to the bases down there and shit?
Listen, the caves in Arkansas are special because they only go down like a few hundred feet. They don't go
Okay.
down thousands
Good.
of
So they
feet.
don't go down that far. Good.
No, they
Good.
don't.
They're not connected.
They stay in the rock. They
Good.
don't go beyond the rock.
Okay. Dude, I know they're special, man. Dude, Arkansas is a fucking integral place to the whole.
This is the bottom line. This is the only place on earth that has the baseline of this place is 33, which is
Right.
which is our vertebrae in our back.
Dude, that's sweet. That's sick.
33, baby. That's why I live in
sense.
Arkansas.
It makes sense. It does.
It does. You know, and people always are like, "Oh yeah," and okay. So Albert Pike, the guy who wrote Morals
Oh,
and
yeah.
Dogma,
I know
right?
who he
Everybody
is.
knows who Albert Pike is. Guess where he started his journey from to write before he wrote the book? Arkansas. He wrote Arkansas. Our Mason Hall here in town is it's the ultimate Mason Hall I've ever been in.
Is that where it actually fucking originates here in America? Is right there?
Right there. The first one beyond this one. The first one beyond this one is the P2 in France.
Damn. Dude. Okay, get this. I found out some new news too about here. Okay, remember how we talk about the Black Pyramid here?
Sure.
Right? Sure. That's the energy source. But get this. There's a fucking mountain up here by a little fucking village called Chicken, no shit, fucking that connects to the bases, the underground military bases, and all that shit. And dude, my bro's grandpa, before he died, fessed up to him, told him the mountain name, and I'm still pouring over the Google Maps. Dude, maybe the end of the summer fucking thing that I want to go and try to fucking hit up, right? And fucking go look at this place and see what kind of fucking paranormal activity we're going to see around it, right?
There were
get this, it's on the same road going up to the Harp, all right? Same road, you pass the Harp and go up to Chicken, right? And so the most deadliest fucking highway in this state. Yeah, big time.
Yeah. No, Reg, I was gonna let you know. There's been some videos, and you can find them online, that show a rumbling. Somebody will be out in their yard and they'll be like, listen to this.
Oh, yeah.
And then they put the phone to the ground and it's like a big old shit. It's like,
right.
But then people don't know that's just the boring company going under.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They're boring. They're constantly boring. You know that.
Yes.
Yeah. And those things are fucking, those machines they got that do that shit are crazy, dude.
Hey, Red, they can cut out a fucking 50-foot path through a mountain.
And it's perfectly fucking.
It's perfect and it's concreted and it's all perfect.
And it melts it So it's fucking when it cools.
It's
just like,
unbelievable, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think that's Tartarian tech?
No, I don't even know what that is, brother. I gotta
Right.
be honest with you. I wouldn't know. Listen, even though I can,
It's gotta be
it's
that
got to be
Tartarian
some
tech.
tech that we don't know. No,
Oh.
but it isn't though, Reg. Listen, you could put and I have to make these things for just drilling,
Yeah.
uh under not the not boring, but drilling.
Right.
I have to rebuild those drilling heads and everything that has to
Right.
do with that, and I
They're
have
gonna
to
be
know.
bathed in oil and shit like that, right? As you're
Oh,
drilling.
it's
As you're doing.
just it's no, you pump water into it. That's
Okay.
the only way to do it. High pressure
Okay.
water, and a drilling
Damn.
head with it, and
Yeah.
they just keep boring down. But they're only trying to find pockets of gas or pockets of petroleum. And
Yeah.
petroleum is not dinosaur bones. Dinosaurs
Oh, of
never
course we know
exist,
that.
right?
Fossil fuels
I
or
can't believe some people still believe that shit,
dude,
Red.
oh yeah, there must have been one fuckload of fucking dinosaurs then in order for all this fucking oil these Arabs are
I'm
making money
like, it
off,
was
right?
it was everything that ever was. It's sludge. You can burn it.
It's
Okay,
the
so
blood of the earth. That's
it's
what
the
they call it.
blood of the earth. It's
Remember
the blood of
Big
the earth.
Trouble in Little China, black blood of the earth, right? That was a new line right
I
there.
can't believe it, dude. So
Have you seen the new Jurassic Park?
Arkansas has a lot of natural gas here.
Have you
Apparently,
seen?
hold
Okay.
on.
Oh yeah.
About 3 to 5,000 feet
I
deeper.
think you guys got more than. I mean, Alaska and Arkansas are the natural gas kings,
Yes,
aren't they?
yes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Alaska, Arkansas, and Australia have natural gas, and
Yeah.
they have oil, and they have diamonds.
Got it all, right? Got it all.
These are the only 3 places that have it all.
No doubt. No doubt.
And gold, and lions, and
Dude,
fucking
and
pit
lithium
vipers.
and every
Oh
fucking
my
thing else.
God, dude.
Did you see that new Jurassic Park movie?
I wouldn't watch it because everyone told me, don't
so-
waste your
Yeah,
time.
it's no, watch it. It's fucking hilarious, right? Because of
What
how
do they say?
it's just so fucking dude, it's just so stupid, right? You gotta watch it. It's so fucking funny, right?
Oh, it's one of those
Yeah.
ones that's so stupid it's bad. It's
Yeah.
great.
It's one of those.
I love
right,
that
right.
shit.
I mean,
Like
they
Roadhouse.
pumped some money into this motherfucker.
Yeah,
too.
Roadhouse
Yeah.
is one of the best movies ever made.
Oh yeah,
People
hell
don't-
yeah, dude. Fucking it. Dude, that's why I named the fucking one of my first personas Dalton, right?
Dalton Bray. Yeah,
Dalton,
bro.
baby. But yeah, this new Jurassic Park, dude. Of course, they got what's her fucking Black Widow from the Marvel movies. Whatever her name is, she's the tough bitch that fucking security. Oh, I'll kill the dinosaurs for you, right? Yeah, fucking right. But dude, it's hilarious too because they're like in supposed world where dinosaurs are, all out there and living and shit.
You made me call my shit.
And you sail too close to the equator, and dinosaurs all of a sudden, right? No, you're safe right over there, but over here, dinosaur, right? Yeah,
Right,
dude, it's just fucking so funny in that level, right?
Great. No,
Dude.
man, now you make me want to watch it.
Dude, you gotta watch it. It's so funny. And the little girl, she gets a little bitty dinosaur. Oh, my pet dinosaur, right? Dude, it's a laugh. It's one laugh after another, dude. It's just because it's just so fucking ridiculously stupid, right? And then there's a family, of course, right? The family, that gets mixed up in it, so we can have the kid element, right?
For sure.
So, the little girl, right? Dude, just the shit they make it look like that. Oh, dude, it's so good.
Dude, I gotta see that shit now.
Yeah, you gotta
sound like something I need to see.
Dude, get some popcorn and some weed and just get ready to laugh your ass off because it's not funny, right?
No, it's true. I've watched stuff that people said, stay away from this at all costs. This is peak. This is peak woke. And then I watch it and I laugh so hard.
That's why I don't mind.
I laughed so fucking hard that it was worth all. It was worth it all, dude.
Remember, I was telling you I want to write a script where that's so woke that the men in it, the women are all just super geniuses and fucking just everything, and the men just go,
yeah, right. Dolphin.
Do the whole thing, right? Now the ultimate woke fucking script, right? All the men do is fucking mumble and have hard-ons, right?
Right. Like we never had a thought in the world, Reg.
No, it's just fuck, right?
Never had a thought in the world, brother.
No, it's the Jurassic Park thing is hilarious. Oh yeah, okay, now get this. I watched that new Superman too. Oh my god, dude.
My brother watched that shit.
Oh
and said,
fuck, dude. It opens with Superman fucking, laying on the ground bleeding, and Crypto comes running up and starts yagging him around, wanting to play with him. Right? He's like, no, right? Dude, I'm like just going, what the fuck are they doing here, right? What are they trying to put off here, right? And the dog's just fucking yarding him around. He's like, no, Crypto, stop. Dude, I was laughing so fucking hard, right? It's like, what the fuck? I don't even know what they're trying to do with that shit anymore, right? But I fell asleep shortly thereafter because it was so exciting, And
my brother watched the newest Superman movie, and I asked him. I said, "I haven't watched a Superman movie since 1978 or 9."
Yeah,
I haven't since the first Christopher Reeves one. I haven't watched it.
What was that Man of Steel one though? With the first one,
I don't know.
With Russell Crowe as Jor-El, that one wasn't bad. That one wasn't bad. And that dude, the bad guy, General Zod, dude. No, that one. I mean, it's worth checking out because I didn't want to watch it.
Are there
dude, Zod in that one? Dude, the General Zod character is fucking just brutal, right? And the Russell Crowe one where Henry Cavill or whatever. Yeah, watch that very first one. It starts stupid like he's on a fucking king crab in Alaska, right? And that's a laughable part, right? But when General Zod and them show up, it starts to get entertaining then, right? It does because it's pretty brutal.
Okay. I didn't know, bro. I didn't know.
Yeah. But after that, it's all garbage.
The first time I ever watched a Superman movie was the last time I ever watched.
Well, remember what was it when Christian Bale did that Dark Knight fucking movie, right? It was like Batman Year One, right?
Are you kidding me?
That shit was crazy. The House of
Batman
Shadows.
Begins.
Batman Begins. There it is.
Batman Begins. The Dark Knight. The Dark Knight Rises. The best trilogy ever made.
That first one just holy fuck it. It was stuck pretty close to Batman Year One, which the comic book. I mean, that one was good, and it was.
I catch a lot of guff because I know a lot of people who love movies and shit, and I told them because everyone thinks Star Wars probably is the best trilogy, right? Yeah. I mean, I know that, I say post 2000. The best trilogy is the Dark Knight Rises trilogy with Batman Begins and then Bane. How can you follow up?
The only thing I didn't like about Bane was the damn voice. Right?
No, listen. Listen. How could you follow up Heath Ledger's performance in that movie in the second movie? How could you follow that up? So I love the third movie. I didn't like the way
they had the gas mixing thing in the fucking water and shit like that. That was, of course. That was
next level shit, bro.
Yeah. And that's part of the fucking giveaway too. That's part of the pretty good programming, what's coming too. That's
why I love the movie so much. Yeah. Is because all the three trilogies, the Batman, they show you. They're like,
what's coming. It shows you
what's up. The fucking Joker, brother.
Yeah. I remember the first Batman movie with Michael Keaton and fucking Jack.
Wasn't it cute?
God, dude, we hadn't seen that. And I was so pissed off because I was a Batman fan, right? And I'm just like, motherfucking son of a, what are you doing to this fucking guy? Until finally, Jack Nicholson did the whole glasses line. That was the only fucking redemption, right? You wouldn't need a guy with glasses. I laughed at that.
Okay, right? So the Batman, the original with the Jack Nicholson,
Michael Keaton.
All right, listen, don't let it be lost on you. Prince did the score for that shit, and he made the songs for that shit.
I'll have to watch it again.
Prince now. Prince Prince. Yeah. Everyone knows Prince. They think he's black, but he wasn't. He wasn't even black.
No, he wasn't. No. He was a fucking not only an awesome musician, but he was exposing.
I think you know what? Prince is an enigma to me because it's like I want to hate you, but I actually can't.
Gotta respect it. Kind of like the whole. I mean, of course, Bruce Lee commands this respect. Nobody else.
No, he commands respect, but you didn't have to love him, but yet you do because he's such the man, dude.
Took it to the top.
I think he took it to the top and just let it off, bro.
Yeah,
that's what the best people do.
Nobody's achieved what he got.
Right.
Everybody's inspired, but nobody's achieved. Right.
Right. Yeah. Look, what you do when you're the best. I found this out. You take your best to the top, and you let it off. You walk back down the hill and do it again.
What I like about what Bruce Lee
life.
did too,
that's life, dude.
Remember, he that challenge that he made, the 1 week challenge. Look at yourself in the mirror, right? Perform an act that you purposely fail and accept it, right? And get and applaud it, right? That kind of shit. Right. That's where he went to the another level, right? Was being able to do that. And he said that when he was training, he saw himself in the mirror and saw fear in his eyes, right? Fear of not being the best, or fear of failure, or whatever it was. And so he purposely forced himself to do that, to learn it and accept it, right? Now that right there is next level shit.
Okay, hold on. But is it any different? Just because, Reg, you were grown up in the on those boats out there doing it, you know what it all in. Hey, hold on, Reg. I'm talking to you, OG status. Okay. You know what it takes to do that, and you know that 99.9% of people could never.
No, you're right. Just like your job too, though.
Same brother, same brother. I bleed for this motherfucker every day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I'm still hopeful that some people, will aspire that. I mean, when I was a kid on the boat, I failed all the time, right? Until I finally succeeded, right?
Of course. Right. Brother, you listen, your failures make you. Your wins are just like a fucking pat on the back.
God, I remember the first time I lost a king salmon, I just beat the shit out of myself for so long, right?
The first time I didn't set a hook on my bass when I was 4 years old. My dad taught me how to do it in a stock lake. He took me out on a stock lake, and I didn't set the hook on a nibble I had, Red.
Oh man, dude.
I was 4 years old.
Oh my God, dude, right.
And he said, you got to set that hook, son. You got to pull that hook. Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know. I
know. I remember the first time I tried on I had a little fucking minnow on a fucking a trout, a big ass fucking trout in the right by the river mouth, right? And I yank on it like it's I'm setting a halibut hook, right? Just fucking yank the hook right out of its lip, right? And just no.
I tugged on it.
I cried for fucking an hour.
Hey, Red, you're completely different than me. I tugged mine weekly.
Dude, it was so funny because we all saw the fish too. It hit that fucking minnow now, right? We could see it down it was a deep hole right by the fucking river mouth, right? And boom, we saw this huge flash. And everybody just went, "What the fuck did I get?" Right? And we saw the flash about the time I felt the bite, right? And then I I set this little hook, right? And I just yarded it right out of this fucking thing's mouth. I cried for an hour.
Oh, yeah, you totally tore it up. Yeah,
at first, my old man was like, he was gonna fucking. When he saw how fucking broke up I was, but he didn't say shit. Right?
Of course not, bro. If you feel sorrow, hey, look, I can totally feel that. I wouldn't have meant to have done that. Nah.
Yeah, it was so fucked up, but
now we know what we're fishing for, so it's so different.
Trent Vanish Loot in the house. Welcome, Trent. And then Stephen Crumley says, I've never seen a Star Wars movie. Whoa, dude, ever. Damn. One of the fucking rare people.
Wow.
Or any of the Batman series or any other superhero movies. Or any dude, you've never seen 007. Come on. What, you just never seen a movie then? Right?
No, but hold on.
But that's taking care of a lot of them right there, right? Star Wars, Batman, 007. That's wiping out.
If you never watched any of the garbage Star Wars or fucking Batman, which I even like some of them.
007 is like the longest running
sequel. But 007,
I think it is.
Okay, all right. So I have to ask people, who's your favorite 007?
Sean Connery, of course, dude, hands down. I mean, nobody else.
Okay. And
George Lazenby's a runner-up though. Lazenby did good, and he's a little known. He did 007 in Her Majesty's Secret Service the first time.
Okay. Yes. Okay. All right, brother. Joey, what's your favorite Bond?
Let's hear it, Joey.
Sean Connery.
Roger Moore. What? Roger Moore?
My favorite
Sean
Bond
Connery.
Okay, Sean Connery, thank God.
No, my favorite Bond is Roger Moore.
No way. Why?
The movie called A View to a Kill.
Okay. Roger Moore, no shit.
I was raised.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Roger Moore, he had his own. He got
no. I get it. Hey, listen. Roger Moore is technically the weakest, but he did my favorite movie, and in my mind, I'm gonna have to rewatch it. With James Bond. I love James Bond. You guys don't know. I love that guy. But in the film series, I've seen them all. But the thing is, a million times, A View to a Kill is my favorite James Bond movie. I only wish that it wouldn't have been Roger Moore. It would have
Right.
been
Remind me which
Sean
one that is.
Connery. Sean
Who's the bad guy?
Connery.
Who
If
was the
Sean
bad guy in
Connery
A View
could
to a
have
Kill?
played that role, that would
Remember,
have been
Sean
the
Connery was
greatest
still
movie.
going when they had Roger Moore going on. Remember, and they tried to go back to Sean Connery,
Dude,
right?
but dude, I think Roger Moore was actually older than Sean Connery. I don't know why they fucking replaced.
Well, Sean Connery was bald. That's why they didn't want him, right?
Fuck that. He would have played the best.
Okay, which one was A View to a Kill? What was the bad guy in that one?
Okay, so he was it was the guy who you're talking to my guy all wrong.
I usually go by the bad guys in the fucking right?
No, but no, it's not a guy you might know. It's
let me look it
Zoran.
up.
Zoran.
Okay, right, Zoran. Okay, now I got to rewatch that. Then I got to check it out and see what you're talking about.
A View to a Kill. It
Right.
goes down in San Francisco.
I mean,
dude, trust me, man.
Okay,
it's
okay,
the best Bond film ever, dude.
Okay, I'm gonna look into it. I mean, I did like Daniel Craig too, right? Because he
I didn't.
Even though he wasn't real handsome, you know, he's kind of, you know.
It wasn't about that.
He
It was
tough.
that.
He was
Look,
tough.
look.
He was brutal.
He was a brutal motherfucker.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
true.
It looked
That's
like
true.
he could pull off the shit he was doing, right?
No. I
He had
agree with that.
Physique and shit, right?
You know why I don't like Daniel Craig? Because his Bond showed this brooding person. This
right.
He didn't.
Okay, you're right.
Yeah,
he didn't have that charm.
It wasn't James Bond. James Bond goes out.
He can talk
and
his way
says,
in anything, you know.
No, hold on. James Bond just goes out and does whatever the fuck James Bond wants to do, under the premise that he's doing it for the crown.
Right, and he's got a charming smile too, right? Daniel Craig had none of that, you know.
Oh, you know what I mean.
That's
why the best James Bond
and Roger Moore, they were Swave and DeBoner, right? They were.
Roger Moore was such a whore. You could tell he could play James.
Yeah.
He could play James Bond easily.
There you go. But Daniel Craig, dude, I don't know if he could talk his head in anybody's pants. Those other guys could, but Daniel Craig, I just couldn't get.
Right. You're right, dude.
Yeah, he didn't have that.
My favorite Bond movie. All right, I'm. All right, A View to Kill, Thunderball. I love Thunderball.
Moonraker, dude. Moonraker.
Moonraker's a good one. But dude, there's so many. How can we? GoldenEye, Golden fucking Eye.
GoldenEye was fucking crazy, right?
But my favorite one, if I'm gonna be honest, if you ask me, what's the one you would go back to? Because I don't go back to James Bond movies.
Dude, I'm partial to Her Majesty's Secret Service, right? Because that was like I think it was the first one, as a matter of fact.
Right.
And the skiing and shit on that and all that.
Oh, dude, the underwater diving,
dude, it was just
this guy.
Wow, right,
man. James Bond just does everything.
Dude, skiing on one fucking skiing shit down there on that mountain, dude.
He was so badass.
It was. It was just.
He was so badass, dude.
That's why I'm going back to that because.
You're right. You're right.
But he played it. Played like he was Sir
I gotta
Hillary,
be honest with you. I gotta be honest with you. The stakes were really high, Reg. The stakes were really high. In that one Daniel Craig one that he did, Casino Royale. That shit was fucking off the hook.
Absolutely.
And you know why it was so awesome? The chick in it. The chick was. Right. We would have. Hey, hold on, Reg.
What's that chick? Dude, I
for a chick that hot. Hold on. That badass. For a chick that badass, if she showed any interest in us, we would have fucking bet the farm on that shit.
Right.
No yeah.
No. So Stephen Crummy saying the closest movie to 007 he saw was Austin Powers. Dude, I do got to give it up.
It's a joke. It's a joke, bro.
But they were fucking hilarious.
If you want to go gangster shit, then you're gonna have to go. I don't know, Godfather.
I gotta admit, dude, nobody thought Austin Powers was gonna do that good, right? When it first came out, I went and seen it. I was like, okay, I think he nailed it, right? And I thought he did too. It was good,
dude. I totally bought it.
Dude, by that last one when Tom Cruise was playing Austin Powers, dude, I was fucking laughing my ass off.
Hold on. No. Listen, by buying Rich, and Steven, everyone, listen. By buying the Bond, we're only meaning that I will suspend my disbelief for
Right.
this ridiculous fucking bullshit.
Right. I mean, he's got to
Just
watch
to
him shoot
fucking
fucking people
see.
in the neck with a dart.
Yeah,
Right?
dude.
Yeah,
And,
dude.
and some
That's
of my,
like,
hold on,
yeah.
some of my best stunts and some of my, the ones I like the most are in these Bond movies.
Right. You did them in homage to the Bond fucking movie. Right.
Oh, they did. They did,
Yeah.
dude.
Oh, yeah. 100%. I mean, dude, that kind of shit made us excel as youngsters, right? We want to be fucking,
We wanted to
I
be
can do that.
like
I can do
James
that,
Bond
right?
and shit,
Yeah.
man.
100%.
Hell yeah, man.
Now, Stephen Covey
Doing it
says
for doing it for the love of the state, right? The state
Yeah.
you live in.
I mean, Bond was believable, right? I
He
mean,
was
especially Sean
believable,
Connery.
man.
Especially Sean Connery, he could pull that shit off. You could tell, right? He was
My
a tough
favorite
guy.
Bond movie is a guy that I wish that Sean Connery would have played. Man, A View to a Kill. Watch it.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it tonight. I gotta watch it.
A View to
I
a
know
Kill.
I've seen it, but I gotta watch it again.
It's got the best theme music. My
look
shit
at it.
is always about the theme music too.
Yeah. Remember that they had Sean Connery do a Bond movie where they didn't have that den.
No, there's never not been that. There's
I can't
never
remember
not
which
been
one that
man.
was.
It's always been down.
Yeah, but there was one where they had made Sean Connery, brought him back to do James Bond, put him in a hairpiece, and they didn't own the fucking rights to the music, and so there was one. I can't remember which one it is, but there was one where they didn't own the rights to the music.
You were
and there was
so
no Bond
right.
music in it, and it just didn't feel right. Right? It just
You're
didn't.
so right, dude.
Yeah.
You're so right.
And but Connery wanted to play an aging Bond with Bond, and they said no.
Yeah, no, he could have. Sean Connery
so
could
much
have played
better,
James
right?
Bond till he was 90 years old.
Right. It would have been so much better to see an aging Bond. I could suspend my disbelief for that.
No, and listen, Sean, he dropped out because he was like, I see what you people are trying to do. You're trying to cuck out white guys and real men, not just whites, but real fucking men. You're trying to cuck out men.
Yeah.
When you make when you make the whole leader of the shit a woman, didn't they do that in GoldenEye? Is that the first time?
Oh, right. When they start place like what was it? M.
Whenever M is
the last Bond movie, it's a black girl. It's going to be the new Bond.
Hold on. Okay. I will blow up the studio. It's done now, right? Hold on. I'll blow up the studio.
I don't think they made one. Of her yet, right? Because
they haven't.
Daniel Craig passed the torch to supposedly a black woman's going to be.
No, listen. If they do that, Reg, I will burn the studios down.
I think they know that. I think they know that everybody will burn the shit down if they do it. And I don't think they have. I don't think they have balls enough to pull it off because nobody's going to go with that. Right? Maybe that's how they'll end the world. That's how they'll end the world.
James Bond into anything but a white guy from Britain, I'm gonna riot. I'm gonna fucking go outside and riot.
That's why I know that. That's why they haven't done it. But when they're ready to end our society, they're gonna make that movie, and they're gonna also announce.
Okay, agree.
They're gonna also announce. Oh, by the way, there's no more beer, and then there's gonna be the end of the world, right? Because
you say no more beer. I said no more electricity.
Right, but beer will do it, man. I won't riot for no electricity. If there's no beer, yeah, I'm in. Let's shoot it up.
Beer. Right? If there's no alcohol, bro,
I gotta have beer.
Hold on. Listen, you know me, Reg. You know me real well. If there's no beer, that's the end of the fucking world.
100%. That's why it's an Illuminati card too. Remember, there's an Illuminati card that says no beer. And fucking, when I saw that one, I went,
game over.
That's
if
why
you fucking take my beer from me, it is game over.
Meteor strike, all that shit fucking doesn't matter.
Fuck that. I'll live through that. I'll live through that.
Right. The one that matters is no beer because I ain't making it through that because I'm going to shoot it up, right? Yeah.
Dude, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
If there was no beer, there is no life.
You know what?
When
I saw that card, I literally fucking went, right? I just went, oh, fuck, right. Oh my God. I literally blanched. I fucking lost color and everything. I just, what the fuck? Wait, what? Literally took me a while to fucking digest it, right? I was just like, oh,
right, dude.
I sat there and stared at that card and I was just going, no. That's
Reg, I have the whole
look it up, dude. That fucking card scared me. That's
the Illuminati card game.
Yeah.
I own it.
When I saw that one, I was like,
I own it. It's never been opened.
Oh, right. That's right. You didn't open them.
I
But
never
dude,
opened them, Reg.
Just
Do you
Google
know
search
how
it.
much that Illuminati card game
You know what?
is
I'm gonna
worth?
pull it up right now. Let's look at this fucking
Let's
card.
find
It's
out.
the only one that
Reg,
scared me.
let's find out.
The only
We're
one
going
that
to
ever
find
scared
out something about Jack. I have the Illuminati card game that's never been opened.
me. Dude, that's sick.
Let's see how much that
Remember you
shit's
told me
worth.
that too, right? I know. I'm like,
Bro, I
yeah,
told
don't
you
open
that shit
it. Don't
5
open
years,
it.
6 years ago.
Don't open it. Don't
I will
open it.
never
You
open
don't
it.
need to. No, you don't
You
need
already did on Instagram. You linked that guy who fucking told us every single meaning of the
Dude, you probably
card.
have the one deck that has the fucking missing card that nobody's ever seen or something, right?
There is that.
Right? That's probably, dude. Okay, here's no beer. Oh my god. Okay, what? It's in reverse. Oh well, we'll still look. Oh, the sign is in reverse. Let me see if I get the best image. Okay, here we go. Let me get the share screen on it so we can look at it. But Stephen Cummings saying he loved the Bourne Identity movies. Now, I don't know if I bought fucking Matt Damon being a fucking super
Matt
badass.
Damon. But
Got
I
it.
did. Hey, I could see that.
Didn't they did that? Matt Damon or something like that, right? In what World Police. Remember they had him in that.
Matt Damon.
Yeah. And Stephen Cummings says The Godfather is probably my all-time favorite movie.
Yeah.
That's a good call.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Everybody knows mine. Good, the Bad, and Ugly, right? That's mine. So Stephen Cummings asking, "What are you sipping on, Joey? It looks delicious." And now I'm going to look this card up. Joey, what are you
Chocolate
sipping on?
milk
The good, the bad, and the
Chocolate
ugly.
milk. Dude,
and sweet tea.
Joey always
Good.
surprises me. Always surprises me with this shit, right? Right.
Hold on. Hey, the good, the bad, and the ugly.
Ugly. Yeah, my favorite.
I don't know. You know, Reg, I think my favorite movie is The Shining.
That's, you know what, you got a good call there too, because that shit is yeah. I remember seeing that and going, what the fuck, right? Yeah.
Well, listen,
you know
I
what?
named
like
my
Dr. Sleep just
online
as much.
persona.
I like Dr. Sleep just as much. Dr. Sleep was fucking
Bro, listen, I named my online persona.
yeah.
Jack.
Dr.
Torrance.
Sleep.
Jack Torrance.
I remember you told me to watch that. I watched that shit. I was like, what the fuck, dude? I gotta say, man, I kind of liked it better. I know I'm sacrilegious, but I liked it better than Shining because it was just tied everything together.
Is
and it
that
was well
right?
executed, well written. Everybody played the perfect part in that fucking. It was played to the letter, dude. That shit was hard to fucking. Remember the CGI Jack Nicholson that was in it? Dude,
it was good. It was good. It was good.
What the fuck, dude?
It was good.
That blew my mind, right? It did.
I told you, Reg.
That was the first time a scary villain chick ever got me, right? She seemed legit. She was actually kind of scary, right?
I told you. That is one of the most effective sequels I've ever seen.
It was, dude. I'm telling you, that shit blew me away. I mean, it did. I mean, I had to watch certain parts twice.
Hold
right?
on. I watched it in the theater. I watched it in the theater with my brothers and my son.
Yeah.
And
dude, that must have been sick.
Oh my God, dude. Because I told him, I said, be ready for whatever here. Just take in whatever it is.
Oh my God.
And they did. Oh, Reg, they did. And they changed their life.
Dude, dude, I looked at shit differently too.
That movie is fucking insane, dude.
It is.
That's one of the best representations I've ever seen.
I think it's the only sequel that did better, like Terminator 2. Remember that?
Oh yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one. But what I'm saying is, no. It was. You don't love The Shining so much, but I do, and I'm telling you right. No, I'm telling you. I love The Shining so much that I say Dr. Sleep is the best possible fucking representation of a sequel that we will ever see.
I think it's like the best Stephen King based on thing too, right?
Ever made. Really I think it's more on point than The Shining.
That new the new The Stand that they made was really fucking good too, but
I didn't watch that. Listen, I don't like Stephen King. I think he's a fucking piece of shit.
The new Stand, dude, check it out, dude. I'm not even kidding you. It is brutal, fucking. It's way better than that first one ever could dream of being, right? And they literally, the trash can man in this one is, dude, yeah, he's actually the trash can man. He isn't fucking, what was it? Max Headroom played him in the first one, right? It was like, yeah, right. No, the trash can man in this one is really fucking creepy, right? He is. He's
Right.
fucking walking around in a diaper and shit, right? Yeah, he's fucked up. And so the only bad part about the newsstand was Whoopi Goldberg, right? That brought the whole thing down, right?
Whoopi Goldberg?
Whoopi Goldberg was the old black lady, and I'm like, fuck me, right?
I thought she died. I'm sorry.
Dude, I was like, I wish she would have died, right? Because
Right.
anybody else in that would have done better, right? But Whoopi on
I
that
mean,
one
and look, I thought she died.
just fucked it with her, right? But even the bad guy in this one was way better than that first dude, right? The guy who used to play head of the class or whatever. Fuck, they had Rob Lowe in the first one. For fuck's sake, come on,
Rob Lowe. That
Rob
guy
Lowe.
still tries
And
to
he
come
played the
out and
deaf
do
guy.
shit.
He played the deaf and dumb guy. Come on, fuck you, right? Yeah, and no, the new one, the deaf and dumb kid was legit, right?
Oh yeah. No, hey, they can find the actual people who can
they had
play
Parker
these
Lewis
retarded roles.
Parker Lewis played Harold Lauder in the first one. And
Oh.
The guy that they got to play Harold Lauder in this one, dude, was creepy as fuck. Dude, he was straight out like, oh my God, like he would give you the creeps, right? He would, and he nailed that shit out of the park too. And so yeah, like I'm saying, do check it out again. Even they even put that one dude, James Marsden is as Stu, right? Because he's a good looking guy, and yeah, and Marsden did a great job too, right?
Oh yeah, man. Yeah. That guy's a good voice actor, man.
Yeah. I mean, dude, I'm telling you, it's worth a look at. But let's look at this card now. I'm going to full screen it so we can see what the fuck about it, right? Okay, so here's the no beer card. And so see him riding around it, right? That's what, yeah, I don't see any guns, right? Which is the only thing that would be, inaccurate.
Bro.
But what does it say down here? Disaster.
it would be. It would
right.
be.
We're out of what? Disaster. This is an instant attack to destroy any place. That's the power of the card in the game. This is an instant attack to destroy any place. Dude, what the fuck, right? It does not require an action. Its power is 16 normally. Against Australia, Germany, or Texas, its power is 24. Dude. Against France and Italy, its power is only 8, right? Because they're winos, right? But beer, look at that. By spending their action, the liquor companies can either have this attack's power or double it. If the attack succeeds, the target is devastated. This attack cannot actually destroy its target. What? But the target is devastated, but the attack cannot actually destroy its target. That's the explanation in the game of what that card does. But I mean, it does kind of make you think, doesn't it? Right? This is disaster, and it is.
Hold on, Reg. You know this.
That's the scariest card I've ever seen.
Reg, you know this. All right. I live in a town where it's a fort, Reg. It's a fort right in the middle. Listen, Reg, I'm going to tell you this because I don't say this on Jack streams because it would seem so arrogant that I live here because of this reason. But listen, I can tell you on your stream.
Okay.
Because we can get more honest here. Listen. The only reason I live here is because we live in an Oxbow place. You only live in the town proper if you can. If you're a badass motherfucker enough to live. Hey, Reg, they don't live. This is an Oxbow in the middle of the country on the highest ground, and everyone wants to make an Air Force base here and all this shit. I'm telling you, right in the middle of this shit. And I am the best fabricator in the world living right in the middle of this shit.
Dude, I think Arkansas is like on the map of the flood.
Hold on, listen. Right? We will make it through anything. We will make it through anything.
Now, in the Jack and Jill, or no, the Jack and Jill story, the Adam and Eve story, there's a mountain that the one that people survive, the only people in the U.S. survive, the continental U.S. is in a mountain base, a military base. Is that, I can't remember that. It's like Fort I'm trying to say Fort Hood. That's not right though.
No,
But
Hood is
what's the
above
base
us.
there? What's the mountain base there in Arkansas?
Well, the best mountain here is Mount Magazine.
Okay. Is there a military base on a mountain there? I know there is, but I mean,
there's military bases everywhere.
right.
But I'm saying Fort Smith is an actual
Fort Smith.
it's a military base.
God, I'm trying to remember what it was. I'm gonna have to look that up because in the Adam and Eve story, they mentioned that the only place that people survive is at this mountain military base in the U.S.
It wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter. Look. I'm just saying this is a good spot. This is a good spot.
Oh yeah. Dude, you got the hot springs there and shit like that. I think
Listen, Reg, there's going to be multiple places. It's not. I don't know why people think that that fake story of flooding the earth. We flood the earth all the time. We do it through tsunamis and floods and all kinds of shit.
Right.
But listen, man. But I do think there's going to be a big one. I think there'll be a big one.
It's a land shift, is what. It's not really a flood. It's a land shift, and the water moves.
Yeah,
over.
You've been talking about that for years.
Yeah,
because
you have the whole myth of the living on the back of the giant tortoise thing, right?
Right.
And that's the one that we all laugh at, but actually is the truth, right? Because the tortoise is the continent, and those they get up and turn every 12,000 years or whatever, and that's why they know the cyclical cataclysm is real. When they turn, a wave washes over it for a moment. A moment on that scale is quite a while. But a 2 mile high wave. This is the thing. My worst nightmare used to be. I used to dream repetitively of a 2 mile high wave, right? And that was because I grew up on a fishing boat, and I'd look over and I'd see this 2 mile high wave just coming beating down on us. Immediately, you're dead, right? Because there's nothing going to survive that. And that was my recurring nightmare all the time, was the 2 mile high wave. I've seen it so many fucking times in my dreams, right? And that's what supposedly happens in the. I mean, if you read the, dude, you know what? Let's get the Suspicious Observer dude to narrate it. It's only a couple minutes long, and it's a powerful little opening. He's got a great narration voice, and it shows you exactly what supposedly is going to happen in the psychic cataclysm, and it's unnerving, to say the least, right? Because what survives that? Not much, right? And so I played it before a long time ago. Do you remember the opening of the Adam and Eve story? Chan Thomas, see the book that was literally classified by the CIA for what, 50, 60 years, something like that. Yeah, and it's obviously it's been. Dude, the Y-Files guy did one on this too. This is what I like.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Dude, I watch the Wi-Fi guy.
Dude, dude, he's badass, right? I mean,
yeah, pretty badass.
I've been binging on him hard, right? Oh, he did one, dude, on the immortality.
He's done him on CERN and fuck.
It's piss, right?
Dude, bro, this dude does it on.
Oh my god, when he was talking about the fucking Fountain of Youth or whatever, yeah. It's piss.
Look. There is. Hey, hold on. I think that what's his name, Reg?
His name's AJ, and they call him. He was on Joe Rogan. AJ Gentile, as we go.
AJ Gentile. Hold on, bro. This motherfucker knows everything.
He does.
Look. He kind of makes Jack Torrance obsolete.
But he's just the way he's. Yeah, I like him, right? I like him and his heckle fish, right? And that's what he says. He goes, "Don't listen to me. I'm just a guy who talks to a fish." I love that, how he says that like that, right?
Hold on, bro. You can sell a plushie.
A what?
He could sell a plushie and make millions of dollars.
Dude, absolutely. But have you ever watched the end where fucking they have this credits go by and the billion fucking people work on that show, man? But there's a lot of, I mean, sure they get Patreon, so they're getting a lot of people sponsoring them, put them all in there too, right?
No,
there's a lot of people involved in that show.
We wish them all well.
Yeah. No, I like the way he gets away with talking about all this shit, right? Because of the way he puts it, right? I like that, right? He can talk about every subject, but
we've been erased for far less. Far less.
Oh yeah, dude. But that's why he does that debunking thing at the end, right? So that's the way he gets away with it, which is genius, right?
Yeah, you're right. I mean, he always calls it out. It's a lie.
He tells it like it's just he believes every word of it, but then he debunks it at the end, right? And that's the sick part.
Oh, I love it. That's a good thing. That's a good way to do it.
Yeah. Oh, dude, he figured out the formula. Don't get censored, right? And there it is.
It's the same thing I've been doing for years, and I never got paid for it.
Right. And he's getting paid. But no, he's good. I do like the what he covers and shit, right? I haven't watched all of them. I've been binging it pretty hard lately, though. But
No,
I
I
like
do
it
the
because
same
the heckle.
thing. I
It's
like
just my favorite part of it.
no, that guy is really good, dude. There's some real YouTubers, man.
Yeah.
You're one of them, Reg. We've been watching you.
We used to be, right? But
No, we didn't used to be, but now we are because we've been pure. You know.
well, I mean, what by used to be, I mean is that when we had our original channels is what I meant by that.
Dude, we had thousands of people watching.
Yeah, it was that was cool.
It was,
It was.
but they had to fucking take it away from us, brother.
Of course they did. I mean, it's like we were not fitting their model, you know.
No, they didn't want.
Okay, I think I found it here. See if I can pull it up. It's just a few minutes long, but it's worth a listen to because it is pretty illuminating because this is what we've got coming, and this is why they want to keep it secret, right? And so I think it's this little clip right here. So I'm gonna hit it right now. Oh, of course.
It's not a hobby.
I gotta pay for the thing.
It's your empire.
I gotta pay for the.
Hey everyone! So a while back.
Wait. No, this isn't it. Okay, so suspicious observers. Here we go. He's got a. Okay, here. This could be it right here. Anyway, let's go back to talking, and I'll search it on my own here. But I mean, I read this manual, right? And it's whitewashed. It's been whitewashed by the CIA, and it's still the opening of it is still legit to the book, right? But the only parts worth reading are the front and the back, right? And so, oh shit, he's got the Die-Hold Foundation one on here too, which is worth a watch. Boring as fuck though. Okay, so this is it. The top one, End of the World, CIA classified. There it is. Earth Catastrophe Cycle. So it's one of those two. So let's hit it. But yeah, the opening, dude, the guy's got a great voice too. Tell me if I'm wrong, but I think he's got a good narration voice. Even though he's the sun guy, he follows the sun, right? Which is, we all know, fake. Let's try the top one. Okay, this might be it. Yeah, there we go. Here we go. Okay, let's get to it. Okay, yeah, it's coming. Pretty nice little beat. There we go. I'm gonna grab beer.
With the rumble so low as to be inaudible, growing, throbbing, then fuming into a thundering roar, the earthquake starts. Only it's not like any earthquake in recorded history. In California, the mountains shake like ferns in a breeze. The mighty Pacific rears back and piles up into a mountain of water more than 2 miles high, then starts its race eastward.
God damn it. Sorry.
With the force of 1,000 armies, the wind attacks, ripping, shredding everything in its supersonic bombardment. The unbelievable mountain of Pacific seawater follows the wind eastward, burying Los Angeles and San Francisco as if they were but grains of sand.
Grains of sand.
Nothing, but nothing stops the relentless, overwhelming onslaught of wind and ocean. Across the continent, the 1,000-mile-per-hour wind wreaks its unholy vengeance.
Whoa.
Everywhere, mercilessly, unceasingly. Every living thing is ripped to shreds while being blown across the countryside, and the earthquake leaves no place untouched. In many places, the Earth's molten sublayer breaks through and spreads a sea of white-hot liquid fire to add to the Holocaust. Within 3 hours, the fantastic wall of water moves across the continent, burying the wind-ravaged land under 2 miles of seething water coast to coast. In a fraction of a day,
Damn.
all vestiges of civilization are gone. The great cities of Los Angeles, San Francisco, Chicago, Dallas, New York are nothing but legends.
Legend.
Barely a stone is left where millions walked just a few hours before. A few lucky ones who managed to find shelter from the screaming wind on the lee side of Pikes Peak watch the sea of molten fire
Pikes Peak,
break
that's
through the
it.
quaking valleys below. The raging waters follow, piling higher and higher, steaming over the molten earth fire and rising almost to their feet. Only a
Wow.
great mountain such as this can one withstand the cataclysmic onslaught. North America is not alone in her death throes. Central America suffers the same cannonade, wind, earth fire, and inundation. South America finds the Andes not high enough to stop the cataclysmic
Damn.
violence pounded out by nature in her berserk rage. In less than a day, Ecuador, Peru, and western Brazil are shaken madly by the devastating earthquake, burned by molten earth fire,
Damn.
buried under cubic miles of torrential Pacific seas, and then turned into a frozen hell. Everything freezes. Man,
Wow.
beast, plant, and mud are all rock hard in less than 4 hours.
Damn it.
Europe cannot escape the onslaught. The raging Atlantic piles higher and higher upon itself, following the screeching wind eastward. The Alps, Pyrenees, Urals, and Scandinavian mountains are shaken and heaved even higher before the wall of water strikes. Western Africa and the sands of the Sahara vanish in nature's wrath under savage attack by wind and ocean. The area bounded by the Congo, South Africa, and Kenya suffers only severe earthquakes and wind, no inundation.
Oh, wow.
Survivors there marvel at the sun standing still in the sky for nearly half a day.
Hear that?
Eastern Siberia and the Orient suffer a strange fate indeed, as though a giant subterranean scythe swept away the Earth's foundations, accompanied by the wind in its screaming symphony of supersonic death and destruction.
1,000-mile-an-hour wind.
As the Arctic basin leaves its polar home, Eastern Siberia, Manchuria, China, and Burma are subjected to the same annihilation as South America.
Fuck.
Wind, earth fire, inundation, and freezing.
Jesus.
Jungle animals are shredded to ribbons by the wind, piled into mountains of flesh and bone,
Yep, that's
and
happening.
buried under avalanches of seawater and mud. Then comes the terrible, paralyzing cold. Not many.
Okay, I got to pause this because right here in Alaska, we do have the fossilized evidence of the mountains of fucking splintered bones of the from the last cycle of this, and those splintered bones did not even show marks of any scavengers upon them. Right, a giant mountain of meat like that with no scavengers on it shows the level of devastation that it went through on the last cycle. So, yes, we have the evidence here that this has happened before, and let's finish it.
Man, nor beast, nor plant, nor earth is left unfrozen in the entire eastern Asian continent, most of which remains below sea level. East of the Urals, in western Siberia, a few lucky people survived the fantastic winds and quakes. Antarctica and Greenland, with their ice caps now rotating around the Earth in the torrid zone, a fury of wind and inundation marches on for 6 days and nights. During the 6th day, the oceans start to settle in their new homes, running off the higher grounds. On the 7th day, the horrendous rampage is over. The Arctic Ice Age is ended, and a new Stone Age begins. The oceans, the great homogenizers, have laid down another deep layer of mud over the existing strata in the Great Plains, as exposed in the Grand Canyon, Painted Desert, and Badlands. The Bay of Bengal Basin, just east of Indonesia, is now at the North Pole. The Pacific Ocean, just west.
Wow, right there, right? It's now the North Pole, right? The Bay of Bengal. Come on, dude. That's a large shift. That's a long shift, right? That's the entire continent rotating is what it is. But they're still going by it like it's the spinning globe that's flipping over, but it's just a land shift. But just a land shift, come on. Everything freezes. Everything goes down. Bull Rider, welcome. Good to see you. I like your second name there, Strawman. Good. Bull Rider Strawman by the swamp. I love it. It's good to see you. Yeah. We're closing up here talking about the Adam and Eve story, right? In the sacred cataclysm. According to the Die-Hole Foundation and Doug Vogt, this will be in 2045, right? So breathe easy. 20 years to go. Shit. Hopefully we'll all be checked out by then, right? Let's finish it.
Of Peru is the South Pole. Greenland and Antarctica, now rotating equatorially in the torrid zone, find their ice caps dissolving madly in the tropical heat. Massive walls of water and ice surge towards the ocean, taking everything from mountains to plains in gushing, heaving paths, creating immense seasonal moraines, and in less than 25 years the ice caps are gone, and the oceans around the world rise over 200 feet with the newfound water. The torrid zone will be shrouded in a fog for generations from the enormous amounts of moisture poured into the atmosphere by the melting ice caps. The new ice caps begin to form in new polar areas. Greenland and Antarctica emerge with verdant tropical foliage. Australia is the new, unexplored continent in the North Temperate Zone, with only a few handful of survivors populating its vastness. New York lies at the bottom of the Atlantic, shattered, melted by earth fire, and covered by unbelievable amounts of mud. Of San Francisco and Los Angeles, not a trace is left. Egypt emerges from its Mediterranean inundation new and higher. Still the land of ages, the commonplace of our time becomes the mysterious Baalbek of a new era. A new era. Yes, the cataclysm has done its work well. The greatest population regulator of all does once more for man what he refuses to do for himself, and drives the pitiful few who survive into a new Stone Age. Once more, the Earth has shifted its 60-mile thick shell, with the poles moving almost to the equator in a fraction of a day. Again, the atmosphere and oceans refusing to change direction with the Earth's shell.
Okay, I pause this. What he said there was interesting. To do for man what man refuses to do for himself, right? And that right there implies population check, right? And I remember when we were talking about this years ago, this young kid said, there's only so much carbon, right? Only so much. And that was a good statement, but I always put it as the giant tortoise will only allow so many bugs on its back, right? So many fleas, so many crabs, right? After it gets too many crabs, it'll wash them off. Right? Okay, let's finish.
Shell have wiped out almost all life. After this tumble, we'll join Noah, Adam and Eve, Atlantis, Mu, and Olympus, and Jesus joins Osiris.
Let's see how it works. Hey,
Oh,
Garrett, this is
motherfucker.
Steve with Rapid Radio. Can you hear me?
Damn it.
Zeus, and Vishnu. So, what did we just read, and why are we hearing about it on this channel? Seems very odd and sensational. But to understand this recently declassified version of Earth's cyclical catastrophism, let's begin with the most well-known version of it. Professor Charles Hapgood promulgated the Earth's crust displacement theory in 1958. That work was supported by Einstein, for which he wrote a foreword. In Hapgood's version, the Earth's polar wander accelerated from the normal 1 degree every million years to taking a 40-degree tilt every 5,000 years or so. This ended up being part of the reason it was not accepted. The science from the rock of Earth has told a very different story.
Right.
The book classified 8 years after Hapgood's, called The Adam and Eve Story, you heard Chapter 1 to begin this video, is indeed describing a similar one-day shift of the geographic poles due to the destabilization of the asthenosphere boundary of mantle and crust by magnetic reversal or destabilization behavior of the core of Earth, which could reduce the friction of the mantle and allow that low-velocity zone to become a free fluid flowing zone. In the classified 1966 version, the polar ice caps drag themselves to the equator. This is similar to the publicized work of Hapgood in 1958, with the exception of it being a full 90-degree tilt in the classified work that doesn't go randomly each cycle, but which tilts, then tilts right back in the next cycle. Hapgood did not have that in his model. Their explanation is intriguing, and again, so is Velikovsky's of planetary orbital changes, just as the more recent work of David Talbot and the older works of Sitchin. Each is trying to explain the cyclical catastrophe that used to be so well understood that its existence was not what consumed their questions, but why did it keep happening? Even Einstein did get caught up in the mix, but had to rely on Hapgood's and others' knowledge of geology and mineralogy. One can find many references to these names, and ones like Hugh Brown, who said the ice caps were the culprit back in 1948, and the earliest recognized mentions of the cyclical catastrophe, they say, are the 1870s. That is, of course, unless you go by the work of the classified report, which extends the timeline nearly 100 years back to 1779. So one is forced to ask, why was this one classified? The concept of cyclical catastrophe was not new. The ties to myth and religion were made by Velikovsky and others. The ice cap drag being the physical manifestation was true in Brown and Hapgood's works. So what's the difference? It was the 90-degree flip back and forth each cycle. That is the key difference. But is that a reason for classification? Well, it is true that not creating panic in the public has been and continues to be a reason for secrecy and classification. And to create panic, something like this would have to be proven scientifically. Now hold that thought. So maybe you didn't know this about Professor Hapgood. He worked for the CIA immediately before becoming a professor and leading into this catastrophism thing. He in fact worked for them as Brown proffered the catastrophe idea in the 40s. So why is it so important that we focus on the timeline and severity and patterned motion back and forth to the same places within the declassified document? It became almost immediately clear upon thorough review that Hapgood's version wouldn't work. Even Einstein ended up telling him so years later, arguing that ice cap weight alone would not be enough. There had to be something more. But the real damning evidence was coming in the form of time average pole position over millions of years. The rock was showing them evidence of polar wander being much slower, with their locations not having changed much in millions of years, essentially throwing out the concept that every 5,000 or 6,000 years there was a random 40-degree tilt. That is what utterly destroyed Hapgood's hypothesis, but it does not destroy the ping-pong back and forth hypothesis, especially because over millions of years, there will be evidence of the pole in nearly that same position over major amounts of time. Unfortunately, the scientists didn't know about the classified work, so it was not something they ever looked for. In terms of time average pole position.
Okay, this goes on and on and on and on. We've already gotten to the best parts. I'm going to skip down to this most viewed spot, which shows some of the other controversy in it. So rather than sit here and listen go on and on and on about all these millions of years, which, you know, they just got a few zeros wrong is all. All right, and so skip forward.
This document.
Have you ever wondered how buying Israeli goods helps Israel during turbulent times?
The document is clearly missing pages, like page 8, for example, nowhere to be found. This lets us know that even in declassification, there were things they wouldn't share. One cannot even be certain that Photoshop wasn't used to reconstruct the document, especially since this sanitized version has 0 blackout lines. We're not supposed to know exactly where things are missing. This might be why it's hard to get behind everything in the classified work. There's stuff missing. For example, in what we do have, they do not prove the magnetic aspect of the causation. Although I must admit it works mechanistically, it matches my estimate from a few years ago on where the new magnetic poles are heading, and we're indeed seeing the magnetic disruption well underway already. I much more question the rotation and tilt dynamics as described, and I will admit possibly it's because so much of the information is missing, but more from a lack of explanation perspective, leaving us with only that vague description of the tilt. I would love a bit more. I strongly question the artificial satellite he claims an ancient civilization sent up to track for timing purposes of the catastrophe. There has definitely been no physical evidence of that beyond a couple stories which do seem to suggest it, but of course, there's some technological deficiency problems with our ancestors there, unless, as is stated in the declassified work, they were indeed advanced in previous cycles and were returned to the Stone Age later. Lots of questions, no great answers.
Yeah, no shit.
But something we do know is the reason for the work of these great scientists. The same reason the stories pervade every ancient culture, in the bones of the fauna, the positions of the rock, all saying that such...
Okay, let's hold on a second. We'll pause this. And I don't think he goes much further with it as far as that goes, but I'm going to pull up the document and read the final part, the one that should be paid attention to, which is kind of written in a way that, you know, it's like you'll see what I mean. It's kind of like a mythical thing, right? And so I'm going to pull that up and we're going to look at that and finish this off, wind it down, because I got to get back to work. I got to get to work on the deck. But I like y'all to notice that I've changed the background, right? I put in well, I've got this lovely lady here, which is one of my plants that I have going. in the on the deck with the garden there, and so she looks lovely. And then over on this side we have the blanket that I made for my mom, which is very cool. It's cook inlet, right? It's got a ship and some whales and all that shit. Very cool. So I've changed the room to, you know, get rid of all those stupid fucking fair posters for one. And now it's cool. And I got a green screen over here too. See, you know, but I've got my little light shining on it, make it all cool. And so let me go ahead and scan this document, get all the way to the end. And I want to read a bit for you of the very end. It doesn't take long to read it, but all right, there, I can scan all the way to the end this way. And this is very illuminating. The very end of this book, the Adam and Eve story, is very illuminating, and just the way it's said, the way, hopefully I can find it. I'm not sure if it's the last few pages or not, but it's somewhere around there. And just the way that it's a little kid talking to a Brahmin king, and he talks about the turtles in the water, right? Which is what I like about it. And so it might be kind of hard to find because I don't see it immediately at the end. So I'm going to scan back till I find it. And it was the thing that I found, besides the opening, it was the thing I found most interesting about the entire book was the way it ended. And so I'm not seeing it right off the bat, so it might take me a minute, but damn it. Okay, dang, I should have actually searched for this before, so that way I'd have it and we'll be able to say it. But this is worth a look at. You can look it up on the Internet Archive. You can find this still published book. I'm gonna pull it up on screen so you guys can see what I'm looking at. Wait, damn it, I messed up. My bad. I haven't shared it yet. So I'll pull it up so you guys can see what I'm talking about. And look it up if you'd like. And so there we have it on screen now. And this is the Internet Archive, which is a great resource for finding any type of things like this, right? And you can always find most of the things you can find here, which is good. And so, okay, let me keep going back. I think it's back a little bit, but we're gonna find it. And so, talking about the days of Noah and blah 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 here. But the young boy who's talking to the Brahmin king is the part that I'm looking for, and basically, you know, I look at it as like, okay, the young boy is probably how the creator would present himself to others. And so I might not be able to find it here because I cannot remember exactly where it's at. And now we're back into quite a ways back. So let's cut to the back and scan back again from the end, because I know it was right at the end. But what is that part over there? Recommended reading. Okay, got it. Yeah, might not be able to find it. And now why is that not moving? Right, let's zoom out. Yeah, I might not be able to find it because I don't know exactly where it's at. So we might have to just, yeah. Dang. Yeah, it wasn't very long. It was just a short part too, right? But the way the kid describes, I've been watching these. He said he describes us like turtles. I've been watching these turtles swim for ages, right? And that goes back to the whole myth of the fact that we live on the back of a giant tortoise. So, well, by that they mean a continent, right? And that's the giant tortoise. All right, we're gonna wind this down here. We're almost at 2 hours, so I gotta get rolling. I got a lot of shit to do, but I'm so grateful everybody has joined, and I'm so happy to have hung out with you guys, and I'm grateful for Joey and Jack for joining as well. I'm looking at Bull Rider. I love that last name you got now, Strawman. But Red Straw Man by the Swamp says, look at a geological map of Michigan, and you will see the Michigan Basin, which is a hole 30,000 feet deep. They got filled somehow. That sounds interesting. No shit, 30,000 Jesus, right? A hole. Now they've said downspouts from above, from the firmament can do that kind of shit, make a crater. What normally is explained by meteor, right? And then a rooster says the benefits of buying Israeli goods, right? Good. Later, Reg. Oh, yeah, good to see you. Joy says, great to see you all. Much love to everybody. And I thank you guys for joining. I'll be back again next Wednesday. Hopefully, I'm going to be able to do a live stream with that fucking Nissan GTR, right? We should have it rebuilt by then. And that thing, oh my God, I'm gonna post some pictures on the community board of this thing from my phone later tonight, and then also give you an update on the Jag in the garage. Well, it's outside right now. I'm gonna go get down there and start sanding on it. Got a really cool painting I'm gonna put on that thing. And so, once again, we're looking at slow cooker days, and it's going to be that way for a while because they've got their good cop in the top job right now. You know, good cop, bad cop. They got Trump in there, and you know this little talk they had here the other day in Anchorage. Oh my God, dude, there was no planes flying at all. Right, it was quiet as fuck. But of course, you know what happened? Nothing. I think they're all in there just jerking each other off is what they're doing, right? Smoking each other's poles. And so that's where that is. And just enjoy. Just enjoy right now. The slow cooker time, get the things you need, have some fun, give somebody a hug, have a barbecue, chill, right? I mean, I know everything's expensive. Sure, it sucks. But we're still, you know, in the slow cooker and there's nothing big's going to happen. And so that's where I'm at with those predictions anyway. And so let's go ahead. I think a good way to end is going to be looking at this girl here. I'm going to go ahead and turn around and pull this plan up so you guys can look at it, and we'll wind it down. Maybe we'll play a song. Yeah, let's play a Suno song. I think one of the latest ones I did was, well, I did the one about the race car, right? And so that was cool. But I want to find one of the other ones that I did. I've been covering a few of my friends, a couple friends' poetry, and somehow this fucking model just nails what they write, right? Just nails it out of the park. And I'm trying to remember the name of the one that I like the most. I've been doing some of that positive reinforcement shit in here. You know what? This one might be pretty good. This morose little Hey Suno one. But the one I'm looking for is it's got a real 60s, 70s vibe to it. Very cool. I played Just Breathe last time, and that one was one of my last ones that I wrote, which was very brutal, so to speak. But I'm looking for one that I took from Dave's poetry, which is, I did a remix too on a contest that came out really good too, and that was really good lyrics on that. And so I'm almost there now. I'm scrolling through my pages, and I'm gonna pull it up, and we're gonna do. I think it's called. God, I cannot remember. Good God. Weather Report. I think it was called the Weather Report. So I might be able to just search that. But I'm almost there now, I think. All right, we're going to search it. I'm just going to put in weather. The Weather Report. No, it really had a cool 60s, 70s vibe, right? Damn it, I misspelled it. And everybody I play it for, like they get this little head nod groove going with it, right? And so, Weather Report. And there it is, thank God. I knew I'd find it. Okay. Let me pull up share screen and I'm going to start it. And then I'm going to show you this plant. And then we're going to close it down. And once again, I'm going to encourage you to boost your immune system now. Because, you know, you still have a chance to get these supplement stuff. Unlike my friend who stayed here and had the cure right in front of him, he didn't even try it. You will, right? You're going to do it because you're smart and, you know, it works. And I'm talking about the flush of using the Living Defense or Paratrex and the oxy powder, which will liquefy all the post-putrefied waste within your intestinal tract. And that is going to make the biggest difference in your health out of anything that you'll ever do in your entire life. And this is no joke. And so if you don't believe me, look up Dr. Edward Group, and he's going to explain it to you very well. It's a form of magnesium that it's oxygenated, will literally oxygenate everything within you, right? And so it's so sick. So, all right, here we go with, we're going to go listen to the weather strip, or the weather report for the rest of our lives by Dave Kiefer. And I'm going to show you this plant in the background, and then we're going to say our goodbyes. So hang out for this song. Here we go.
The smell of cut grass, light smoke rising from campfires on the beach.
Hold on. That's not it. It's not the version I'm talking about, which is much better. My bad. I don't know why I remastered that one. That's not the right one. It's a Dalton song. Here we go.
The smell of cut grass.
God damn it. Sorry. Folks. Sorry, man. I'm ridiculously stupid. Here it is. There it is.
The smell of cut grass, light smoke rising from campfires on the beach. Sitting on your deck and feeling the sun warm your toes. It is summer elsewhere, other places are basking, so I have been told. But that would not be the summer in our rainfall realm. At what point does another Saint River become a tsunami? At what point do we just admit it is an upswing at ocean that will wash over us for as long as we cling to this sodden rock? But that would not be the summer in our rainfall realm. River may be permanent, but it ebbs and flows with the season. Here the season is endless, as if there is no peak and certainly no valley. Only the common fall hanging in the branches are dripping off the leaves. But that would not be the summer or rainfall realm. Cascading from the hills, drenching our collars, pooling in our streets. This is the daily dousing, the weather report for the rest of our lives.
Autoflower. Okay, this is the flower. Look how short it is and how body it is. I love this one.
As common and relentless as the tide. But that would not be the summer or rainfall realm.
Okay, you can see the two plants back here. That's a cool song, isn't it? kind of country sounding, but it's still cool. Everybody like that one. But you see the difference between the two plants. One of them is huge and vegged out, and the other one, it's just a tiny little guy, tiny little gal. But talk about budding out, my God. And these are solid colas too. Very fucking solid feeling all the way up and down it. And so this was an autoflower. It just started doing it on its own. We're not even in the fucking in the bud stage of the light, right? I'm still leaving these out on the deck. As a matter of fact, they're still out there in the sun, right? And so, oh my God, it smells so good. So, but yeah, this is the difference between the plants I have right now. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining. And I'm so grateful. And I'll be look forward to seeing you guys again. And hopefully we're going to be back in on that with that race car, right? And I got to show you this car. I'm still digesting how cool this car is, right? It is. And that fucking thing, 2,000 horsepower is that's more than I've ever seen, right? And hopefully I'm going to get to drive this thing, right? And so I'm still, right? I'm pretty sure I will be able to, though. So thank you so much for joining. Look forward to seeing you guys next time. And make sure to get out there, have some fun, enjoy this summer, enjoy the slow cooker time, get some of the stuff you're going to need down the line, right? Give somebody a hug. Goddamn, know you know they need it. And then just be good to everybody and yourself, and just keep staying positive, because that's all we can really do, right? And not only that, but it's better than the alternative, isn't it? Big love to everybody. Thanks, Jack and Joy, for joining, and I look forward to seeing you guys next time. I will be posting a couple of pictures on the community stream, and I hadn't forgot about that whole thing that we did last time with the straw man thing. I got to that, and I listened to the interview with the guy, most of it. I'm going to play that next time. I want you guys to hear this guy's full interview about the whole thing, and it's I don't know. I'll let you make up your mind about it, but I'm going forward with it too. So as far as the decoupling goes, and you'll see what I mean by then. And so I look forward to seeing you next time, and get out there and have some fun. Cheers.